Just stay seated like this. All right, let's go.
We see your beautiful
All right.
ass, bro. Don't worry. All right, so what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy, One Shall Stand. I'm here with my boy, Clayton, and my boy, Derek. And welcome to our show, TF Talks with the Boys. If you guys want to introduce yourselves, feel free.
Oh yeah, bro. They call me Sliga up in on IG. Canda Productions.
I'm Derek. Derek out here. I'm always deep.
That was it. That's all we get.
That's all we need right now. No, they'll get to know us as we go. Don't worry.
All right. So, point of this show is, three dudes here just chilling, just talking about shit. And now Ryan wants me to make a mod, so I'm not gonna make a mod. But so yeah, let's start by talking about the Kingdom reveals. What do y'all think about like overall the Kingdom reveals? Derek, have you seen them?
Yeah, bro. Man, I can't even get my hand on some of them. You know what I mean? Because Megatron looks dope for no reason.
Megatron looks like a masterpiece figure, bro.
Yes, bro. He looks fantastic.
It's crazy. Like, I actually really want. I heard he's big too. Like, they say he's almost a commander figure. So, like, I'm glad they're finally making leader figures that are just big as fuck and aren't just Voyagers.
He's massive though. Like, actually, like he looks like it.
Definitely does. What do you call it? Tauntaun said he already has it, so I'm just waiting on that review.
He already that doesn't surprise me. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's Tauntaun.
I'm not even.
That's how it happens.
Dang, they always get this stuff for everybody else, man. That's pretty dope though.
It's wild though, like what do you call it? Even Matthias was saying, like, everyone shits on Tauntaun, but then when PvP gets it, everyone's like, oh, Prime versus Prime, ooh, like it bothers me, you know what I mean? Like, how do you hate on one guy but then love the other?
And everything, like I don't see it because PvP does the exact same thing.
Yeah, it's just kind of dumb in my opinion.
Makes no sense.
I think it's probably because people just like to dig right things, some things more than others. You know what I mean? They already have their biases. So you already have like people like with other like with other YouTubers, like people will be on like Octobotanist or his dick more than Mgo or somebody like that. And then every time Mgo puts up something, they be like, man, Mgo, whatever. And then Octobotanist puts on it like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I see that.
I get that, yeah, that's true. But then I feel like, what do you call it? Octobotanist deserves it more because he's just a genuinely not a cool guy. Whereas Tauntaun, like,
not at all.
Right. Tauntaun, all he really did was curse in one video.
Yeah, I mean, it's his content. Like, there's nothing like he specifically says that, like, I'm never gonna do this ever. Like, he's never explicitly said he's never gonna do that. So I mean, people just need to get over it.
It's not like he violated a code or something.
Yeah, he can say what he wants. I mean, that's how it is.
Yeah, what's up to everyone in the chat?
It's his channel. It's his content. So
exactly,
he can do whatever he wants.
Like, he can express his opinion however he wants. Like, you don't have to watch him if you don't like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They only watch him because other than that, like, they just watch up the bottom. It's like solely probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Wasn't the curse where he said like so minor, right? Like he said like something
big, I don't think.
Right. It wasn't even like him cursing out the figure or whatever. He just like said an offhanded cuss word and everybody was like, yo, what? Why would he do that? Your kids here.
No sense at all.
This is dumb in my opinion. Cyclonus Primus says, what are y'all's thoughts on Studio Series Scourge, the G1 Scourge? What do you guys think about him?
I'll go first. Overall, I like him and all. I mean, he looks good for, he's accurate to Scourge. I mean, backpack, fine, it's accurate to Scourge. Paint, like the way I have it, like even on his, head and everything, it's perfect. I mean, I like the mold overall. It's good. Mustache, I mean, even though it looks retarded, it's still on point. Like, that's just how it look.
Definitely.
Yeah, I like him. I'm probably not going to get him just because I'm not like as big of a fan of Scourge, but I mean, he's still cool for what he is. I mean, I'll get that.
Honestly, I think like he looks good from the front, but like that's about it. I know he's supposed to have a backpack, but like Jesus Christ, that shit is just extreme.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
But I do like how one of his hands is molded like that, and the other one's kind of open. I think that's pretty badass.
Yeah, I do like that a lot. The
and like aside from like, yeah, exactly, yeah. And besides from that, like he looks very. I definitely say he's the best like mainline Scourge we've gotten so far.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I've never been a Scourge. I would like mess around with a lot, but just to have. Really.
Yeah, exactly. Same with Cyclonus for me. Like I'm
Right.
sure you guys
Cyclone.
know already. Everyone knows how I feel about Cyclonus, but like,
Make sure Derek, do you have anything to say about Scourge besides just have
yeah,
him kind
yeah, my
of
bad,
stand
my bad.
around?
Nah, I mean, if I was to get Scourge, I probably will. It just to be like have like Galvatron, Scourge, and Cyclonus. That's just about it. I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't really do much with him other than that. But he has a pretty I mode. Just I still not the biggest fan of the backpacks on the back. I hate when there's too much going on back there because hinders
It definitely
mobility and things of that
throws
nature. And
off the figure.
it's really clunky to
Feel that.
pose.
Yeah.
It's just not for me. Like
Like I've kind of,
I
oh my
guess it
bad, I
really
mean,
just depends. Right. It really just depends. But
it does, yeah.
like I wish it like fit in just a little bit nicer with his overall mode.
Like I feel like figures can really pull off a backpack well, but then there's some where the most of them it just like sticks out like a sore thumb on the back. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
Opinions on
definitely.
Polar Claw and Gears getting canceled. Oh, apparently Polar Claw and Gears got canceled for Kingdom. I
What's
didn't
that?
really
What?
care.
Who are those?
I
I
genuinely
have no
don't
idea.
care.
What that is.
Polar Claw is
Yeah.
a Beast Wars character, and Gears is
Really?
Gears is one of the mini bots. One of those another
Obviously,
irrelevant
he
figure.
was kind of irrelevant since he wasn't in the main actual show. So, I mean,
Yeah, Polar Claw.
as long as
Yeah,
it's not
Polar
like
Claw
some
doesn't
main
matter.
character who's actually you actually saw, then it's it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm
Honestly, it
glad
just
we're
kind of
getting
frees us up
recast.
more space for better reveals for figures we actually need, like from the main line with characters.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So just don't throw us in trash. Don't throw us in ones we actually want.
Mhm.
I mean, it is
But
what it
yeah.
is, in my opinion. Only downside I can see about Gears is that we won't have a full mini bot cast, but that's not really that big of a deal too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you
What do you
want to
call
do
it?
thoughts on Cyclone? Oh no, good. See what you're saying.
I'll say, but like it's not really, in my opinion, it's not that big of a deal because they're two non like vital characters. Like if it was a vital character like fucking Waspinator or something, I'd be
Yeah.
pretty upset.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Mhm.
Waspinator's the best, dude. I'd be so sad.
Bro, Waspinator is the goat. Bro, have you seen those the pictures of like how that dude, the artist, he makes like real life alt modes for Beast Wars characters and stuff.
Hmm.
Have you seen like the Waspinator figure? It actually looks pretty awesome.
I haven't seen it
Oh,
though.
word? I've never seen that before.
I think I sent it
Yeah,
somewhere. I gotta
send
find
that
it and
to me.
show you guys. Like Waspinator turns into a helicopter and like they actually made a figure of it. It looks
Holy
pretty dope.
shit!
Hmm.
Damn.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. My
So
boy
we want to do thoughts on
Waspinator.
Earthrise
That
Cyclonus
man's
now, or
sad.
Kingdom Cyclonus. I don't know why I said Earthrise, but yeah, Kingdom Cyclonus. Do
Oh
we want
yeah,
to do that
yeah.
now? All right.
Oh yeah,
Well,
you can go first.
who want? Yeah, do you want to go first or?
All right, I think everyone knows my opinions on Cyclonus, but I was actually really hyped because I just got the Henke one, which is the universe, and I really like that figure. Besides like the bad articulation, which I can look past because that thing came out like what 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Back in the day.
I don't really
Yeah.
mind it. I was really hyped, and then we get Kingdom Cyclonus, which I don't really like. Just the way he looks, or his proportions, like definitely like it's not inaccurate. It looks very accurate. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like his chunky
Mhm.
legs, just the whole
I
look
feel
of
that
him. I just
100%.
Mhm.
Cyclonus probably is. I'll respect y'all's opinions when he knows. I know he's mad as fuck right now, man.
Yeah, he's
But
heated. Love you, Ryan.
Bozo.
But like, see,
Mhm.
with the way I feel about Cyclonus in general, it's a weird design, and like with the head at least, and it's hard to pull it off. Like I feel like one of the only things that really pulled it off well is probably TFA, and that's just because he act like
TFA Cyclonus
it's
is
not like
cocky.
it's not like a weird ear. I like how it's actually kind of like a spike type thing, and I liked how it looked, as opposed to like I guess C1 did it okay, but I just even on that figure like they're too long and it's just too narrow. Like I called it before like the twin towers of what. So like twin towers of autism. Yeah, remember that, bro? But no,
I remember
it
that.
was on 9/11. I said that too, so I feel pretty disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie, but
Shame.
yeah, I don't like the way that the design is as a whole. And like you said, Roger, he's got cankles like bad, and
Hmm.
it also doesn't help. I don't know. Like the old mode's good, the jet looks good and all, but the robot mode should be the main priority, and it should be the thing that actually stands out like as a whole because that's what it is. It's the character. But
Definitely. Yeah.
I just don't care about it. I like the older one that like you have more.
Yeah, that's a good one. Probably gonna stick with that
Yeah.
one if anything.
I like how the ears are shorter and it actually looks decent.
Yeah, and the legs are like proportional. He looks like sleek, big. I
Yeah,
like him.
exactly.
Oh,
This new
first
one
take a
just doesn't
moment
hit.
to shout out everyone in the chat who I haven't read comments at all. What do you call it? Tifa said not true. Throwing 30s gears. Yes, that's true, but I was more like talking about a war for Cybertron aesthetic for the mini bots. And we got 7 viewers on, so thank you guys. But yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, thanks for the support, guys.
I appreciate you, y'all.
What about you, Derek? What do you think about Cyclonus?
I don't got an opinion. The best part of the Cyclones reveal was seeing y'all go off about it. Y'all went off on so much. I just looked at it and I was like, huh. Well, I guess it's just there now. Would I
That
get
started
it?
a
I think I
civil
would.
war in the chat.
But for me, I think I would just because if I would get it, I think I would look for like the best Cyclonus fig. To be honest with you, so but as a whole, right now, like if I look at it, I'll just remember that Kluger and Raj just spent like an hour, no, not even an hour, days just roasting whatever came up, just bashed it. Like I'm gonna just be sitting there like, nah, I don't even think it's worth it.
Bro, me and Clay were on a call. We were on a video call when that thing revealed, and I came back on Instagram. I was like, bro, we gotta piss this man off, bro.
Yes, exactly.
It was amazing.
Dude, that chat literally turned into like the fucking Third World War when those reveals dropped. Funny. We felt like that was bad, bro. Like me and Roger were sitting there like talking about it and everything, saying like we didn't like it and everything, and we were getting literally like massacred by people, or they were trying. It was great.
He was really mad at y'all, man. I don't know why y'all did that to old boy.
Rip Femboy though. Rip Femboy.
Rip Femboy. Zephyr Prime Hunt said, "What's your favorite Studio Series figures of this year?" It's a good question.
This year.
Don't ask me. I just got
was this
year, so like I don't know.
I don't know what was all this year, to be honest. Like I don't pay attention what years they released. I just like pay attention to the figures. We
started this year in January. We started with Leader Class with Shockwave. Voyager was Megs and I think Mixmaster.
Damn.
Deluxes
so it goes
RC.
that far back? Holy shit.
Yeah. Deluxes with RC, Bumblebee, Hot Rod, and I think there was one more. I'm not entirely sure, but I forgot the second.
So like, I'm just gonna go ahead and say like, Shockwave and B are definitely up there, and then like I know a lot of people don't, but I really like Leadfoot and I really like Topspin too, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually kind of like Bumblebee Movie Cliff Jumper, and I like a lot of them, honestly. There's not really that many of them that I really hate per se, so
yeah,
I don't know, like especially because it goes back that far. Like I'm sitting here like, but I'd say the best one in total is probably Shockwave, like overall.
I think my top 3 would probably be like Shockwave, then maybe Blitzwing, then Leadfoot. No, Shockwave, Leadfoot, Blitzwing. That B is really actually really fucking good. I really enjoy that B. Mercedes Soundwave was the last one in the first wave.
Mercedes Soundwave is amazing too. I really like that one.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I felt like they shorted him out on was they didn't paint Laserbeak at all, and then they didn't give him a gun. That sucked.
I really wish he had the gun. Like,
at least the gun. Cool. I could have looked past Laserbeak easily because I'm not like a freak out on paint, but like the gun is just atrocious. Like he should have had a gun.
Yeah. Cyclonus Primus says, would y'all get an IDW upgrade kit for Kingdom Cyclonus if they were made? I mean, if you were an IDW fan, that'd be cool. But
sorry, man. Sorry, I had to throw him on the list. He asked, "What figure you own?" I own this dude right here. You see him? You see this dude?
Oh man, bro!
You see this?
Yo,
you see this
sword and everything.
Do you see this? Do you see this?
That's like the entire truck on his back, bro. That's the one I used to talk about. He literally has the entire truck on his back.
Like you have to lift this up and pull it back and it transforms like that. I've
seen people literally cut the backpack off and you basically have the truck. Yeah, that did not do AoE Prime justice by any means. Or was that the TLK one? I think that was the AoE release, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, AoE. Back in 2014.
That took me back to the past when you mentioned it. Like, I remember when the first edition of that figure came out, it had like the giant like circle shield and like, the sword.
Yeah, that was so weird.
I think that was like our first look at Prime too. I thought that came out before all the trailers and stuff. I still remember when I had it. Like, I'm pretty sure it had like rubber tires too. Like, it's crazy.
Mhm.
I remember being so
Yeah,
hyped
that's what
for Age of Extinction. That was dope. I think I was in like ninth, 10th grade, something like that. That was really cool.
What
yeah,
kingdom
Age of-
reveal do we want to do next? Core class Optimus.
Yeah. What do y'all think about Optimus? I mean, for what he is, I think he looks great.
As a core class and being as small as he is, he's definitely awesome. You know me with G1, like my opinions on it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but he definitely is amazing. Especially because like he's small as hell, and
He still
they
pulls
managed
off
to
the
do that
look
much
really
with
good.
him, which is insane. And the only thing I don't like about him, literally like the only thing, is just I don't like how oversized the windows kind of are. But I know that's like accurate at G1 because like his windows are
Right,
just
I feel
massive.
you.
I kind of like when they're a bit smaller, like toned down, like kind of like how the Earthrise does it and how the Siege does it and stuff.
Definitely,
But
yeah.
Are you
yeah.
having a negative opinion on G1? Are you
Oh, I'm
serious?
Yo,
sorry,
Do
man.
you call yourself a Transformers fan? Are you serious? Provoked.
In the
Get
back of my
out.
mind when I said that, I saw it coming. I was like, I'm
No
waiting for it.
opinion. No opinion.
bros, can we
Quotes
talk
like
about
half the
Kingdom
Transformers
Rat Trap
fandom.
though? Kingdom Rat Trap, bro. He
He
actually
blows
blows
my
my mind.
mind. He
He's
actually,
All
yeah.
the
insane.
Beast
I like
Wars
how we both
figures look
said that.
amazing.
That's crazy. Dude, he's insane.
Right.
I'm looking at a
All the
picture of him right now on my Chromebook, bro, and he's actually like, I can't believe that.
Like
Like the fact
honestly,
that
like
people attack him over his paint, like they say he's lacking it. I mean,
he's ten
he's
bucks.
literally $10. Like this fucking small, and he transforms into a rat, and he literally is accurate. So like, you cannot the backpack is like it's 100% accurate, and I mean, he's amazing. Like, how can you complain about that? I mean,
But the thing is, he's
I just
painted great. Like he looks like he did in the show. Like I'm a paint
exactly.
activist. Like y'all know how I feel about paint. He looks good. Like I don't really see what more you can add to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. He's amazing. Like I said, I'm looking at a picture right now, and he's great. I don't really like the core class that they're doing is an insanely good step in the right direction for them. Like,
100%.
cut out some like the more like battle, or was it battle masters, or like those little small guys or whatever.
The little
I think that's
small
what they
dudes were
call
in 2 packs. They were $10. They were micromasters. Those were
them. Okay.
useless. I hated those.
I was
I'm
yeah,
glad
that's what
they're
I'm saying. Like, get rid of those and give us this stuff because this is awesome. Like the engineering is just fantastic on them. Really, I mean.
honestly, yeah.
Especially
Like
because it's
I
hard
know
enough
I've said
taking a
this.
transformer and making it turn into an animal, and that's that just
That's
amazes
true.
me.
And pulling it off well too. Like they pulled off the beast mode spectacular.
I've seen people complain about the panel lines. How? Like, what are they supposed to do? Like, how?
I don't even know. Like I know
Some
I
people
complain a
just love to
lot, but like
complain
some
about
people are
tiny
just
things.
wild.
Like, oh my
What's up,
God,
Derek?
Rapture has an extra bump right there. How dare he? You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll just find anything. Like, it's
Honestly,
stupid.
yeah.
Exactly. So everyone got their stuff in about it.
Yeah, I think we're good on that.
I'd say
Who
we,
we got next?
I say we can go to Cheetor next if you want to.
Cheetor? Alright, yeah, y'all can start first. Let me try.
Derek, you want to start or?
I think, but like I said, all the Beast Wars characters that they revealed look really good, very detailed things in nature. As for the mold, I'm not really the biggest fan of Beast Wars in general because as I was telling Raj, like I don't like Transformers turn into animals.
Yeah,
They turn
animal
to
modes are a
freaking
bit much for
cars.
me.
Like yeah, I'm just not really a fan of it. But as so far as the mold looks like, the transformation looks really realistic. Like I really vibe with it. I really vibe with it. Go ahead, Clay.
Definitely, yeah.
I feel
What
that
about you?
100%.
Go ahead.
Feel just like the way Derek does, and I say that a lot. Transformers that turn into animals, it never hit for me. Even though Beast Wars is a fucking stellar show, easily like top
100%.
5 Transformer shows for me. Like it's still like I enjoy it the show, but like the concept in general of just them turning into animals, I never dug that as much. But it makes sense for the time period they were in. But what strikes me as odd, I don't know if on Cybertron during that time if they turned into animals as it was since they were Maximals now and Predacons. I don't know if they turned into animals when they were on Cybertron still, not and they like didn't do cars anymore. But I'm hoping, like I really hope that when they went to Earth, like that was just a sole thing on Earth that they just went into animal forms. I really hope so because it's just odd. But regarding Cheetor, like I'm looking at a picture of him right now too, and he's amazing. Like I don't really think the blue's that off. Really, like maybe it could be a tad bit darker, but I mean it's fine.
Yeah, it's really not that bad.
The cheetah looks great. Even though I think like I've always thought in the show, which is hilarious, like the way like Cheetor's expressions are when he's in his beast mode, like before he hit
Yeah.
Transmetal, like 1 and 2 is just fucking retarded. Like the way he just sits there with his eyes and just stares at you is just weird. But no, the worst thing I think about this figure is the fact they didn't give him his blaster he always has, and they're making you use his tail as a weapon. I don't like that at all.
I'm not a fan.
Like he always used a blaster. He never once used his tail as a weapon, and so yeah.
I think that would be pretty painful.
What do you call
But
it?
I mean, overall, I mean, it's still fantastic. Like you can always probably use like rat, like you can, like it's only $10 for rat trap. You could probably buy 2 rat traps and like take his gun and use it for Cheetor if you like paint it or something, or just in general.
What I was thinking you could do, buy like the the red figures RED. You could buy that Cheetor and give him that gun if you really wanted to.
It's true, actually. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's probably. I mean, that might work.
Yeah, maybe depending on like styles, maybe it's style different. I mean, you start to figure it out once it comes out, I guess.
In my eyes, as long as I have a gun for him, I'm good. You know, but yeah,
that'll definitely be a cool like upgrade set to have.
Right.
But like regarding Cheetor and stuff, I think like mold wise, he's pretty good. Like you said, the blue isn't that much of a problem. Only thing about mine, like I just don't like it. It's not a big problem. It's just I'm not a big fan of it, which it really isn't that bad. It looks good. You know what I mean? Like I like the blue they used on the Masterpiece, but then, like I've said before, if they used the Masterpiece blue with the deluxe yellow, it would look weird. So I think it definitely would. I think the color scheme of the deluxe is fine. Like robot mode it's a little end for me. I'm still kind of 50-50 on him, but like I think he looks pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's just another thing. Oh, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Oh no, I was just saying I like him overall. I think he's.
I was
cool.
say, what I was gonna say is just like just in general, like with like how the cheetah, like I'll admit the cheetah doesn't look the best, but I mean it's still just like that's just gonna be a recurring theme with the Beast Wars figures. Is just it's a robot that turns into an animal somehow. You got a full body that somehow goes into an animal almost seamlessly. And yeah, there's panel lines, but what are you gonna do about that? But it actually amazes me that they managed to do it that well with this line and everything. Same with the MPs. The MPs did pretty well too.
They're really popping out with the Kingdom. Like Kingdom, these figures are fucking awesome. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Primal. You want to do Primal?
Primal, yeah, Primal. You guys go first because I'm gonna go crazy on Primal.
Roger's gonna sit there for about half hour. Wait, let me get a picture of Primal. I haven't actually it's been a minute since I've seen him. So
you gotta check him out.
I've seen him already, but it's been a minute since I've seen him. Like I've seen all the other figures, like they're always popping up on posts in my feed, but Primal has popped up the least. Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess I can start with him. He just like Megatron, he's actually insane. Like that's just like another recurring thing with me. I don't care about the animal fur on a robot, but it's still like really cool. That and it's kind of his head in the show kind of like always was weird to me how it's like really like domey kind of and like I don't know, it's something is off about it and how the faceplate is, but it's still amazing. Like I still like it, and I'm just amazed at how they managed to do that with him. Even like all the texture they did, like with like the fur. Even I don't like fur, but it still is really good with detail and everything.
He pulled it off real well.
Yeah, he actually looks like he has fur, which is accurate. And the blue on his head is really good. I mean, that like looked pretty shiny, just like it was in the show. Like metallic. And then I don't think he's really lacking anything. I mean, he's got his pistol, he's got his guns, and then he's got his swords, and then his beast mode. That isn't like exactly like that. I'd say that doesn't really look necessarily like it did in the show, but I mean. I think it looks better like this just because the one on the show like was just weird. Like I don't know, his just like Cheetor, his facial expressions were just odd. But they couldn't really do much about that. Exactly. But I like how instead of it just being a seamless gorilla, I like how he kind of has like the backpack with the cannons on it and everything. I think that looks pretty cool and everything. And like I said earlier, his swords are fucking amazing. But yeah, he's easily like amazing. Like that's an MP right there, just like Megatron.
What about you, Derek? What do you think?
Man, even though I never really liked Beast Wars, because I remember when I was a kid and I first saw the first episode and I saw the robot transformation, I was like, "Oh, that's pretty dope." And they ended up and they always had to like turn back into the animals like really quick because they couldn't stand it. They were about transformation too long. Always pissed me off. But Optimus Primal's design always badass. And this right here, the paint and how it really stands out. Maybe it's just the lighting they use. I'm hoping that it's actually the figure, but
I hope so
like
too.
yeah, because it looks really good. The paint is good. The blue is good. The red is good. The beast mode is, even though don't like beast modes, I can see myself playing around with a little bit because it actually looks like a pretty accessible figure that you would like to mess around with. So I would love to just get my hands on one. Really good, really good. What about you, Raj?
Definitely. Bro, I was floored by that shit when they released, bro. I'm in love with that figure. Let's be real. Like that thing looks amazing to me. I love it.
It does.
You know what I mean? Like that it looks like a mini masterpiece. It looks amazing. Like this is a Voyager figure, dude. Like they really knocked it out of the park with Primal and Eggs. Like they really kicked ass with these. Like I'm in love
Right.
with Primal. He looks amazing.
Even if the paint isn't as good as like it shows, because like Derek said, the lighting, like they pull that a lot, the lighting and everything, and like even if the
Yeah,
actual
they
release
took
doesn't
really
have
like
everything it
funky
shows.
stock photos.
Yeah,
So like the
even
lighting
if
was
though the paint isn't like the way it is, the mold is still fucking amazing though. Like just looking at it.
definitely. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah,
I'm so
the
happy with
mold
it.
cannot be contested, even if the paint's not as good. The mold is just fucking stellar, and yet, really, there's not a whole lot of paint they can leave out because a lot of them is just the solid black and everything, or like gray with like
Right.
the gorilla, and then you just have little bits of red, white, and blue on them. Like that's literally it.
Right,
So to leave that out, that's pretty disappointing. Or like if they give us his swords and his sword's like a flat gray or something, and not like how they have like the handles blue than a silver blade, like that would suck.
Bro, nah, man.
That's what I'm
Oh
saying. But
goodness,
like Hasbro pulls that stuff all the time, but I'm praying they don't. I'm hoping they actually, they can stay
dude,
with this.
that would be terrible, man. That would be.
It would. It
Oh
really
my
would.
goodness.
You know what was a
But
big ass
I think
heartbreak,
that
bro?
Beast Gorilla looks so much better in the show version, though. I like that a lot.
True that. I wholly agree with that.
You
I
know when
really
they
hope
did that to us? When they revealed SS-44, Dark of the Moon Optimus, the whole trailer was this beautiful
That's what I
silver,
was thinking,
bro.
100%.
Like this was when I like got back into Transformers and stuff, so I didn't know that stock photos differ from the actual products, so I was hyped for like months. Then Toy Fair comes in, boom, flat gray out, bro. Let me tell, actually that ruined my day. Like I'm gonna be real with you, I was hyped as fuck, and then boom, flat gray everything. I was like, what happened?
And I like how
Like that was,
how his abs were red instead of silver. Like that was
that was
whack as
weird.
hell, bro. That had me scared because every time, like, I'm getting him, from a friend and everything, but every time I always like go on the internet and try to like buy him and stuff, it was always the stock photos that have the red abs. I'm like, I don't want red abs, I want the silver ones. And that's when I didn't know that they were different either, and it pissed me off to know it.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like a retard
Like
saying that.
that was a big upset for me. I remember I was in like second year, my first year, like second semester of my first year of college. I was hyped, and then
That is essentially
boom.
my Grail figure is a DOTM Optimus, and even me, like I'm sitting here like, damn, bro, they really kind of that could have been something fucking amazing, and it still is amazing, but it could have been
It
so
still
much better.
is, yeah. Regardless, like I say this all the time. I think Dark of the Moon Optimus was actually worth the $50.
Facts,
A lot of
yeah.
people
I
disagree
mean,
with me, but I think he was really worth it.
it's a jetpack, like like the trailer. It's literally a jetpack, a fucking trailer, and then a weapons rack. Like the engineering for it to be able to do all three of those things. Not to
It's
mention, with
insane.
like even though his accessories weren't the best, with like how they're customized. I mean, he still had a sword. He still had the axe, and then he still had the like his ion blaster. He had the two miniguns that go on him. I mean, and then not to mention his engineering, and then the way they had to change the mold up for the chest a little bit. I mean. And then, of
Right.
course, what little paint he got. I mean, the amount of engineering that went into that, that costs money. And so, I mean, I think he was worth it.
Right. For real. So that's going on the
He's a
list
good
for
figure.
real.
He's definitely one of my favorite studio figures in my
Oh, yeah.
collection.
I think he
I
might
love
be
him.
my favorite. Like, once I actually get him, he'll probably be my favorite.
He was my
Right
favorite, but
beside
then I got
Shockwave.
Shockwave, and that one knocked it down. I
Shockwave.
love Shockwave, bro. I love the
Shockwave.
Dark Moon Shockwave look.
Shockwave is daddy, bro.
Bro, honestly,
Right,
that's
they-
another figure they fucking kicked ass with. They really did well with Shockwave.
You can
100%,
never go wrong
yeah.
with Shockwave, man. Never.
Shockwave was really easy for him because he didn't like. And if you notice, a lot of their figures that don't have like an alt mode already, like that's been seen like actually. So like if it's something that you never see it transform, the figure is usually a lot better because they don't have to, the alt mode can be whatever the hell they want it to be. They can focus on the robot.
Mhm.
Now, another example of it not being as good is maybe Bumblebee Movie Cliff Jumper because, I mean, we never saw his alt mode, yet the alt mode is fire as hell, but the figure's not as good because, the legs are kind of weird, but I don't like the giraffe neck. But other than that, I still like him. That's just an example of they should have focused harder on the robot than the car.
Like, what do you call it? What they did with Shockwave, like, they really focus. Like, even his transformation, it's easy as hell. Like, it's a really easy transformation for a leader. So they poured a lot of effort into the robot mode. Like, only complaints I even have on the figure, the rubber parts, which they just become loose and they're annoying. And it's not even that much of a big deal for me.
The only rubber part I even really mind, like, I don't mind the pieces on the feet. I don't mind the fingers.
Yeah.
And because I feel like since they're big fingers, they kind of probably break easy. So I don't mind it being rubber. And I don't mind the gun piece being rubber. The only thing I mind is the blade because that falls out of the port on his arm really easy. That's the only part I really don't like. And it warps too. Like, comes out warped.
Right, when I got out of the box, it was warped. And then I don't like the hand because I don't mind. It's like loose for me, like the rubber, like it just wore down over time. But still, even then, it's really not that bad.
See, I've never like messed with it. Like I've messed with Shockwave a lot, but I've never really like gotten the hand loose, so it doesn't bother me yet.
Right. Derek, when you start shopping for Transformers, that's another figure you got to get, bro.
Leader Shockwave, yes, Leader Class Shockwave.
Yeah, definitely. I gotta do my Shockwave versus Optimus Prime piece, man.
Yes,
bro. Yeah.
Gotta.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm actually really hyped for you to start getting figs. It's gonna be fire.
You can get SSO5
bro.
Optimus. Like, you might not like him. His swords are amazing, and you can probably find that really easy on the internet.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm getting all the Optimus Prime. All of them, man. I'm spending all my money on every Studio Series Optimus Prime. Bro. I gotta have them all the Bayverse Primes.
The problem is you're never gonna be able to get an SS like the 07 Optimus for SS because that thing is like the people price that thing at like $500 on the internet, and it's like Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're better off literally just getting the Dark of the Moon or Leader class is easier to get. It's like way easier. And honestly, what you're better off doing is buying that. And if you have like Leader class Jetfire, you can get it. Use the chest adapter for it. Honestly, like you can find out. I don't know if it actually like stays on him without like Jetfire combining, but you could find a way to keep that chest adapter on there. I'm sure. Like it's just I don't know. It's not worth paying $500 just for a Voyager.
Like I've done the transformation. If you get like some sticky tack from like Walkman or some shit, you can use that instead of having to track down a new chest piece. Like just stick the straps onto his chest and you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like that's how it kind of works. He has these two rubber parts on his like go tab into his chest, like waist on Jetfire, but then when you combine them, the rubber parts they kind of tab in like right here, and like the chest piece has the holes for him to tab in. So if you just like put some sticky tack and like kind of finesse them into place, you can do it.
All right.
I have to check the comments.
Boys, man.
Yeah, I was about to say check the comments. We haven't checked that in a minute.
I haven't scrolled. Beast Force something special? Yeah, it definitely is. Do y'all think they add Transmetal to Kingdom? No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't think they will. Even though I wish because those are like from Beast Wars. Those are literally my favorite designs. Is when they all went Transmetal and everything. I love the way they all look because they were actually robots. They weren't like animals. And yeah.
Yeah.
It went back to like kind of like
the lineup's already stocked. We already have a stocked fucking lineup.
If we get Transmetal, that's gonna be so long in the future that or it's probably gonna be an exclusive or something like. They're gonna have them like Amazon Target or something like that. Like they're gonna have them like come in each by one and stuff, and it's just gonna be annoying and hard to get a hold of.
Brian says even Studio Revenge of the Fallen Megs was silver. Yeah, I saw a picture of it. He was actually really beautiful silver when they revealed him. Then it comes out he was just flat gray. That was disappointing.
Wait, which one did he say?
Studio Revenge of the Fallen Megatron.
Oh yeah, dude, that figure is actually atrocious though because they didn't have to try that hard on the alt mode and everything. And the fact that I usually me, I don't play about paint, but that actually sucks bad because they did the set. Look at fucking the 07 Megatron. I mean, like look what they did to him with this paint, and I feel like his transformation probably required more engineering than the ROTFs. So like why?
Definitely.
Yeah, because he's so intricately like he has no backpack. Most of his like pieces are literally built into just the thigh, like the his like ankles and everything or whatever his all his calves. So like why? how did that thing have more of a budget, it seemed, and actually come out way better than the ROTF one, which literally just like folds around a little bit just to make like its tank or whatever. Like I
Pretty
don't
much,
get that.
yeah, it's crazy.
I think they like kind of took in the backlash from the ROTF one and they just decided to I don't know, do that one right. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sitting here looking at Primal and like I feel like the toy looks better than the actual in-show thing. That's scary.
Yeah,
like especially like that
definitely.
shot with like the red like glow hitting him, like the lava behind him. That's just.
Yeah, their backgrounds, the dioramas used were very fucking nice for those stock photos.
Oh, we need to talk about Black Arachnia. Black Arachnia is fucking Ogre. She is. I don't even like. I've seen a few people complain about her spider mode. I don't understand like how that really looks bad, considering like look at her actual body. Like it
Bro,
blows my
she
mind.
looks like a mini masterpiece. She looks amazing.
All like literally all of them do. It's the thing. Like Kingdom is.
Have you seen
insane.
Black Arachnia, Derek?
No, I haven't seen it yet. That's what I'm looking up right now.
Yeah, look
Oh,
her up, bro. She is literally
She
spot
looks
on to the.
great, dude.
She's got her gold,
Black-
her black. Like, oh my god.
Black
Her eyes
Arachnia.
She
actually
just
look
looks
like
so
than
fucking
the
good.
show did.
All right.
Whack.
It's wild. It's crazy, honestly.
So wait,
who
how
else
many
did
of
we
these
miss?
characters are actually added into the show?
Well, they got
It's
the
like-
whole
we don't
cast
know.
for the show mostly. Like we got a whole OG Autobot cast. We got Tigertron coming. Whole Decepticon cast. I think I haven't
Maximal.
heard Maximals. Yeah, fuck.
Impressed.
I actually haven't heard about the pterodactyl guy. I forgot his name. I don't know if we're getting him.
Pterosaur, bro. You can't forget that annoying
Pterosaur.
bastard.
I hated that guy.
Damn.
So
Honestly,
actually, thinking back on it, something you said earlier, Derek, how you were talking about how you always hated how they had to like constantly like transform back in their beast modes and stuff. Dude, like the only thing that comes to my mind is like, in my opinion, the worst thing about that show, especially in season 1, every time they had to do anything, they would scream at the top of their lungs, maximize or terrorize every time for beast mode. And then
but I
like
feel like
I like how like I remember this one
Yeah.
episode where Cheetor, he's literally trying to be, it's like a stealth type thing, like he's sneaking into the Pred base, but then he decides, like I've seen them a few times, especially I think Tigertron is first to do it to actually transform without saying it. I like how Cheetor is trying to sneak behind, like he's like really close to some Preds too, and he decides he's gonna go into his I don't know if it was, I think he was going into his robot mode. I like how he just he almost yelled it and no one noticed he yelled it. I'm like, oh my god. Especially
Yeah, I feel
Pterosaur,
like
the
it
way
was worse.
his terrorized.
Yeah, it was worse with the Predacons. I feel because they actually just let out some human screams. That was just not okay.
Yeah, like they like especially Pterosaur squawk, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Like Pterosaur!
That-
Like oh my god.
That
I'm
reminds
glad
me
I'm
of
not the only
Energon,
one
bro.
who knows that.
Scorponok is so annoying. I hated the Predacons.
Honestly, the Predacons suck.
That literally reminds me of Energon because every time before they transform, they'd say transform, and I was like, you got to tell yourself to fucking transform. Just
Yeah,
do
like
it.
you can't just do it. What is it? Like activate
Like,
something
come
or
on.
something? Derek, did you see Black
Really
Arachnia?
inept.
Did you find her?
Hmm?
Did you found a picture of her? So what are your thoughts on her?
Yeah, like she looks really detailed, man. Like, holy
Definitely.
fuck, man.
She's insane.
damn.
Like I think wasn't she the
Even
first
the
one
titty.
besides Rat Trap that got like we saw like leaked images of or whatever? I think she was.
Yeah, her
Yeah,
Rat Trap, and
that was
Cheetor.
insane. I like how Rat Trap and especially her really let us know what we were in for. To be honest.
Damn, she have a battle mask too.
Yeah.
Yo, that battle mask is never coming off. That's fucking dope.
Notice
She
like on
still-
like her kind of like abdomen area, like or like thighs or kind of like around there, like all like the little dots that are like actually like painted and everything, like all the gold dots. Like any other time, they probably would have left that like straight just black. Honestly, I'm really surprised about
100%, yeah.
that. And the stripes on her arms too. Like I'm surprised. Who else is there? Oh, besides Megatron, we already know our thoughts on Megatron though. Like he is just
Yeah, we are.
insane.
They really knocked out.
The only thing I don't like about Megatron is like that's my least favorite. Like actually no, I don't know. That might be my least favorite version of him from Beast Wars, just because I don't care about how one arm is a dinosaur head and then the other one is like a tail. Like I always thought that was kind of dumb, but like especially his trans metal body, first trans metal body, I love that with a passion. But he's still amazing. Like don't get me wrong, he's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, he looks so good.
His dinosaur too. Like god damn.
Only thing I can say I don't like about Megatron is that they went for a more realistic look with the dinosaur head more than the actual like iconic Megatron dinosaur head. If you get what I mean.
I can see that.
But I mean, I'm not gonna keep him in dinosaur mode for the most part, so I don't really mind it. You know,
Seeing people complaining about the backpack on him, even though it's 100% accurate.
bro, Cliff Jumper Studios, man.
Cliff Jumper Studios, bro. I'm sorry if we offended anyone in the chat right there. Actually, I don't think I really am, but dude, that like I don't get it. You see, like the designers, like okay, this is just like something you got to think about. The designers of that show were so smart with the way they actually like designed the characters, because imagine how like it'd be impossible to get accurate figures now, like then and now, if they didn't incorporate them in the show with the backpacks on them and everything, because there'd be no way if they had like flat backs and everything. There'd been no way we could possibly got like actually accurate figures
100%.
for like now and everything. Yeah. And they really like the designers really cut the designers like the designers of the show characters. They cut the designers of the toys. Like they really saved them by doing that. Honestly.
Oh, definitely, yeah. That's another reason I like Siege a lot, because I feel like the character is more personable because you have the toys and they look exactly like the toys.
Yeah, I feel that. Even like the pegs are like kind of weird, like how they just like jut at them on a random time, like or random spots. Yeah. It's still cool. Like it's still like it's a really interesting idea, and I like it. Oh, another one, core class vertebrake. I really don't like that one. I like the beast mode is cool and all, but I don't really care about the robot mode. One thing I wish they would have done. Yeah. I don't even know who he is. Like I've never heard of that one. I really wish like
the new character.
Yeah, like I like why do that? Why couldn't they have just like instead of doing that, give us like like Tigatron now, or give us like Rhinox, like replace that with something else that we actually want right now for like the main cast, and do all like the side characters or new characters later on.
I feel like they do that because like every so often they want to drop like one of those gimmick characters,
spread
like
it out.
Cog, Six Gun, Airwave, Braun, shit like that.
So it'll last longer. I feel that, yeah.
Like same thing with Paleo Train. I think the robot mode looks terrible, but I like the alt mode a lot. Like I don't know, I like the whole idea of a dinosaur made of bones.
Bro, the core class packaging is so small too, bro. It's actually insane. Like I'm just looking at that. It's literally the size like one of the Battle Master boxes or whatever it is. Or Micro Masters, or whatever you call them. Like, there's so many of those masters.
The Kingdom packaging, man. The Kingdom packaging is just so nice, especially the Voyagers.
It is really cool. The only thing I wish they would do is instead of like having like all that CGI, like I like the CGI art, but the way it covers like the entire figure, like I said this before to you, but they're kind of doing what they did a lot with Earthrise and some of Siege, I think, where you couldn't actually, I like when I get a figure, and not only I don't want to see just CGI art or like the back art, I want to see like the actual thing, like through the packaging.
Right.
And I hate how the way like say like with the I don't know, like the cone heads and stuff, like like the entire box is covered up. The only thing you can actually see of them is the back art of like you see like the renders or whatever. And I just don't. I'd rather actually see the thing in hand. And with Kingdom, you can like a lot of them, you can only see like the top half, like the legs and everything else is like hidden. But it's still cool as hell.
Yeah, it's still dope. Right. Yeah, same thing with even Studio Series Leadfoot. Like, and that's a regular packaging, but like I couldn't see that the gun was missing because
dude, no, I'm not even kidding you. Like my grandma, like when she took me to Target to go get him, like I picked him up because now, like after what happened to you, I was iffy. So like I had to like peel back like the actual like Leadfoot designs, like actually see and then make sure the gun was there. She goes, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm making sure there's guns in here," because it didn't happen. It happened with my friends, but it wasn't there. Yeah, I like to want to see everything in the packaging and everything. I hate it.
That's always good. Yeah. Well, I don't know, last year or so, when we were going around, they were just getting rid of plastic packaging. So I'm still surprised that's not happening,
Dude, your life just like the look on your face when you about drop that, bro. You say, you had that like split second of you like your life just flashing before your eyes. What are you? Is that Astro Train or Skylink?
Oh yeah, this is Astro Train. Yeah, I'm just messing around with them while I'm talking to y'all.
Is that all the Kingdom reveals? I feel like it is.
I think we got everything, yeah.
Red. We can talk about Red.
Oh, Red figures, man. RC, bro.
RC.
RC. I'm gonna nut for that figure, bro. That figure
I'm gonna
looks
cry.
so good.
Like I'm a I don't care what anyone says. I'm a TFP fanatic, and I literally have tears in my eyes just looking at the picture of her. Like the fact they're actually like recognizing that it existed. I hope they do it with TFA next. Don't get me wrong, but the fact that they're acknowledging TFP even existed, and the fact that we're supposed to be getting a knockout too, considering the old deluxe knockout wasn't really the best, and I
It
mean
was a
it's
good
cool.
figure.
It's not the best, They sacrificed like the entire robot mode for a lot of the alt mode and everything. But the fact that we'll get we're supposed to get a red knockout too, it's just
I'm
oh
excited
my.
I'm really excited for that figure. I love Knockout.
Like hopefully it comes with like his electroprod staff or whatever and his buzzsaw at least.
Oh, definitely. It needs at least those.
And yeah, it's just and maybe like a surgical like type thing or I think they're including energon cubes for a lot of them too. But RC is just so good. Like I'm kind of worried though, but I'm not at the same time because after seeing PvP's reviews on Red Optimus and Megatron, I already knew what kind of plastic they're being. You can tell by just looking at it, like that soft, like kind of like rubbery plastic, but it's stiff, but it's not like you can tell it'd be easy to kind of like wear it out. Like I don't know what I can compare it to. Like he couldn't figure out kind of like a Marvel Legend, but like not as like glossy kind of. That's like the material they're made out of. And I don't see a point in complaining about that. But a problem is, and the way he explicitly said, they lack so much articulation, and that is a big problem because non-transformable. You're supposed to give us an accurate as hell looking robot mode, and then they're supposed to have a shit ton of articulation. Usually it's articulation is sacrificed for a vehicle, and the fact that they're lacking articulation is scary.
That's very upsetting.
Hopefully that's just a thing with those figures, and maybe like it might happen at Soundwave too. And who was the other one? Soundwave.
Optimus Soundwave. That's the first wave.
Okay, yeah. I was like, it might just be a thing with them since like they have the blocky designs, and it's still not bad articulation, but like they're lacking. Like there could be a lot more added to it. And so like what I'm seeing, like all the poses I've seen of RC and everything, it doesn't look like it's going to be a huge problem because she's a lot like slimmer and she's a lot more like she's rounder and everything in terms of like her body being more humanoid and stuff. So maybe it won't be as hard for her as it is like with like the blocks and everything of like the old other ones. But I hope so.
I'm hoping, man.
But
I'm hoping.
it still looks fantastic. I don't care. Even if it's lacking articulation, it's still like I'm gonna get it because it looks fucking amazing.
100%. Yeah. Even articulation wise, I might just leave it there and stop with it. But I definitely get it because like that's a fucking awesome design.
She's one of my favorite. Like she's top 3 or top 5 favorite characters from TFP for me, and just seeing this is just. I pray that like after TFP gets some love again, I which is kind of is like Hades, Megs, and like Breakdown and the Icon. I just pray that once they kind of like go with maybe a little in with them, we get some TFA stuff too again because I want to get TFA stuff, but like I had a shit ton of it when I was younger, but that's all gone because I don't know what happened to it all when I was growing up. But TFA deserves more love. Maybe they could pull a Star Wars: The Clone Wars. How they came back like years later with the 7th season. Maybe they could finish TFA honestly. Like that'd be amazing.
That would be dope,
man. Bro, I wish they would, man. Because TFA, and when it ended, it done.
It just ended. It just ended, kind of.
Like, it left a lot of unanswered questions and shit. So you need a couple.
It wasn't a great ending. Like it wasn't a proper one. I mean.
Right. Because you could tell it just got canceled.
You could tell it was lacking a lot. Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Like no one thought they'd do it with Star Wars either. Like it was years later. No one thought they'd do it with Star Wars, and all of a sudden they just drop it. And so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they did that, and that's how they could revitalize TFA. Because there's a big, there's a lot of fans for that out there.
Right. I really hope they actually do try to bring back TFA. Because TFA needs an ending. It really does.
Younger audiences because it's more animated, or that's something what it's called. But a lot more kids would buy that, kind of like they did with Cyberverse and everything. So like they'd still be making a lot of money,
Right. And they'd be making a quality
and that'd be enough show
for the first minute. Well, in Siege, but
it'd be really cool.
Like,
but what are your guys' opinions on Red and everything? Or at least I think Roger already kind of said some, but you, Derek.
Right. See, the reason why I haven't added anything on that, and this is something y'all should know, because I'm new to figures, things of that nature. So when they're talking about Red, I'm like actively looking the shit up so I can know what they're talking about. I'm like, So that's why y'all see me looking down like, okay, red.
It's it's stylized as
What-
R.E.D. It's like they're
Yeah.
non-transforming figures, but they're still transformer characters.
Okay, so they're like stuff
Yeah.
that you will have like
Like
poses
look,
and
like a
shit
Marvel Legend
like
kind
that.
of. Like a Marvel Legend,
Mhm.
like right here. It's basically what it is, It's like more. It's supposed to be like just for the robot mode and everything. But they don't have as
See,
high
this is
quality. Like the quality isn't as good as Marvel Legends, so it's the problem.
See, this is why I'm disappointed because the competition is Black Series and Marvel Legends, and those figures are fucking
They're
amazing.
fucking amazing.
So when I see
Okay.
when I heard like the red figures aren't as good, and I was kind of pretty disappointed.
Yeah, because Transformers can compete with that now, and kind of have its own thing. It's made by the same company, but nope, they're not gonna do it. They're dropping the ball with it. Like it's like they don't care about Transformers anymore, really. Like
It seems like it.
yeah, like they made their money off of it, like their big buck, and now they're just kind of like, okay, let's just kind of weed it out and slowly let it go out.
I feel like they're focusing mainly on like War for Cybertron, like shit.
Yeah.
Like, this is a good ass figure. Like it has its problems, but this is
Yeah.
a fucking great figure.
I'm glad they're messing around a lot with
Barricade.
this now. Like I'm glad.
Like it seems they're putting more of their effort into Vs and MPs, and MPs are becoming increasingly more bad. But we'll talk about that like later or some shit. But
Yeah.
like they're definitely putting more of their effort into War for Cybertron, and even that, some of the figures are starting to slack off. Like the whole wave of Earthrise just wasn't very exciting. Like the figures were
Exactly.
alright, they were pretty cool, but
And their
I don't know, I found
decision
it
of
pretty
putting
boring.
Ratchet as an exclusive, like he's such a sought after character, and putting it like they don't handle, exclusives are
So
cool,
stupid.
but Hasbro cannot handle an exclusive to save their lives. They really can't.
What do you call it? What I think only exclusive thing I think they do good is selects, because selects are just pretty much irrelevant characters.
Yeah, selects are fine.
Right.
But then they
But
do
like,
shit like Skywarp, Leadfoot, Ratchet.
yeah, they do highly sought after characters and make them exclusives. Like, I feel like an actual store exclusive is that. Like, I think they did Leadfoot decent, but
Leadfoot made
the
sense.
thing-
Ratchet,
Yeah.
Ratchet made sense because pharmacy, doctor, all that stuff.
yeah.
But
But like
even then,
the thing, like if you actually have to go to a store, it's fine. But what bothers me is the online exclusives that are highly requested characters, because it's like going to stores, it's luck finding them, and maybe sometimes they're not put out on stock. But what bothers me with the online ones is that there's no limit to how many people can buy, and they're just gone instantly. That's what's bad.
And then people take them and resell them for like $1,000, $500, $200.
and another
Right.
thing that bothers me though with exclusives is that they don't stock enough of them. You know what I mean? Like, apparently, rumor went around was that Steve Skywarp they only had 500 copies. Like, why should I pay $200 for a Voyager figure?
Yeah,
Like, I'm okay paying $50 retail price for Skywarp 2 Battlemasters. Fine, that makes sense market wise.
Yeah.
But then you don't buy enough stock, shit runs out, and worth goes from like here to fucking up here, like in an instant.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, why should I? Why does that have to happen? Why don't you guys just stock something a lot from the start?
it's at a point now where you're better off just buying Hotlink. Like literally, just buy Hotlink.
And it's
I
weird
see
too,
Hotlink
because-
everywhere. They have good.
Yeah.
There's plenty of Hotlink to go around. I mean, just buy him if you want to customize. You can. If not, just leave him the way he is, and that's your stand-in for Skywarp, because that's just unacceptable. Like a sought after character like that is done the way it is, and almost no one can get a hold of it. Just like Rise Ratchet. I mean, he's such a sought after character, and what are they doing to him? It's just dumb.
Amazon
And
exclusive,
now there's
again.
like that thing where people aren't even getting it, like him and Lifeline. They're not even gonna get
That's
it or whatever.
bothering
Like,
me. That's very bad. That same
yeah, I
thing
heard
with
there
the
was like
Coneheads.
a scandal or something with it, or some shit with it. I don't know, or a scam, or I don't know. Yeah, people weren't like Nitro. He didn't even get it, did he? He was supposed to, but he didn't.
He ended up getting it like I think
Not
a
even
month or so
Nitro.
that he's supposed to.
Oh, okay.
Crimson Raptor says there's not. Okay, 5,000 probably be a better idea. I don't know. I read on the internet it might have been 5,000 copies of Skywarp. That makes more sense. But
Yeah,
still, even then, like Skywarp, and they released 2 packs. It was called the Final Battle Packs. It was Skywarp and his little dudes. Then G2 Sideswipe with Slam Dance and a little guy. And Slam Dance and him, that pack is still widely available. But then Skywarp, like he just disappeared. It's crazy.
like to put something into perspective, the Transformers official, like Instagram page is followed by it's got like thousands, millions of followers, and Then you have like they only make like 5,000 copies of something that's going to be sold for like just judging off how many people are following your page, you think you would make a lot more of something. Like it's just
Yeah, I mean,
it's weird.
But
yeah,
you
they
already know
fucked
they
up.
about
Yeah, they
that money.
messed up
That's
the
why
SS
they make
Ironhide
prices
reveal got
everything
released
shit.
too. I heard. Oh my bad, I didn't mean to cut
Really?
you off. What'd you say?
Oh,
I heard Derek saying something. I'm sorry.
yeah. I
Oh
thought I was
no,
gonna say
so I was
like,
saying like you already know it's all about that money, so that's why they're raising the prices and shit like that. Like everything's
exactly.
just costs so
Like,
much more than it used to, man. Like it's just
I'm
going up
honestly
and up and
glad
up
they
for no reason.
Yeah, like I'm honestly glad they didn't raise any other prices besides the deluxe. Like 22, yeah, it
Mhm.
sucks, but imagine if they raised leader prices. Like we end up paying 54,
Oh,
55 for that would suck. Ryan says, yeah,
and
they messed
the
up the SS
problem, but
Ironhide
I'll
release. Definitely. What's up?
Mhm.
the quality probably won't even go up, or it'll go down, and they're still
Oh
going to
no,
charge us
definitely
more
not.
for it.
Right, like
Quality's still
that's
gonna
the
remain.
issue. Like, because some leader figures are not even that good. You know what I'm saying? The paint isn't
Not at
even
all.
finished. It's not even like all the way thought out. They just threw it out there to throw it out there, and they're still charging like $50 to $60 for it. Like, come on,
Like
man.
maybe if they did something like a Kingdom, I'd be down to pay. Like it's this is just coming from in a weird way. I would be down to, and understandable to pay more for those. But then like with other lines, like it just if they're gonna raise the prices, they need to be like they're getting more paid, so that means the budget should go up more. So which means that they should be actually cranking out better quality stuff. But it'll probably
100%.
stay the
Yeah.
same or get worse. It's just dumb.
Like that's
Much
the way I
better,
feel
much
about
better.
Studio Series. Like Studio Series quality has been, it was already kind of bad-ish last year, but it's really got down, and I'm pretty disappointed that because
I can feel
Mhm.
at the
that.
end of the day, I'm a movie fan. I really want this line. I want to select this line, but like I just keep getting disappointed personally.
I
Mhm.
can feel that.
Because
Yeah.
Kind of sucks.
even though
I just try to
because I
look
know you
past it,
like
but I understand why you can't. I understand it completely.
Mhm. Right, because I know that you like a Bumblebee movie Clip Jumper, that figure that came out. But when I looked at it, I was like, that figure's lacking, bro. Like the
Oh yeah,
paint
Yeah,
is
yeah,
just it's just like red and shit. I'm like, whoa, yo, y'all didn't even try.
and I
exactly.
think it's
See, the reason why.
2019.
Good. What are you
Oh,
saying?
all right. Like 2019 Studio Series, bro, that shit was amazing. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, that was an awesome year for Studio Series figures. But then this year, I feel
Yeah,
like they've been severely lacking. Like, when you get a person like me to start looking forward to War for Cybertron figures, you know something's up. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like, at this point,
definitely.
I've been looking more forward to G1 figures and stuff than I have been like Studio Series, and like that's how you know. Because I'm Bayverse got me into this stuff. Like, I came back, I was like, yo, guys, I'm gonna just collect solely Bayverse stuff like that. But nowadays, I'm looking forward to figures like this, and like that. It's just gotten to a point. I've just gotten bored of Studio Series.
I feel that. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it does suck, but they're cranking out these two lines together, and obviously they know Siege is going to sell better. Same with Earthrise,
Right,
so
right.
the more effort goes into that.
Yes, it is what it is.
Because
Because all they see the Bayverse franchise is it was a cash grab, and then it's they just dropped it. Like as soon as it started doing a bit worse, like they always got like bad reviews, but they still they still made a shit ton of money. And I mean, still people like most people say they don't like it. I mean, I fucking love them, and I don't really I'll see past like every flaw, and I'll still watch them and I enjoy them and everything. But it's just sad, kind of how they did it, because yeah,
Yeah,
I think
it
definitely.
really is
Studio
important.
Series lead into like Age of Extinction type shit, right? They about to lead into that, right? Are they
Definitely.
going to
They
like
barely
Age of
even
Extinction type
scratched Age of
shit?
Extinction. All we got was like some KSI dudes and Drift.
Grimlock, Drift,
Grimlock.
Lockdown, the
Oh,
Shadow
Lockdown.
Raider, and
Yeah,
KSI Bot
Shadow.
Instinct.
Two KSI guys. Like, they've
So we're
barely
not going to
scratched.
Optimus Prime and Galvatron, all that shit.
Oh, definitely we are. I'm thinking they're bringing to get more of those guys in 2021.
Like
Hopefully.
Evasion Mode Optimus. I mean, like the actual, Western Star Optimus, and then they could give it, Galvatron. I mean, High Octane B, then the actual AOE B, then I mean Crosshairs, Hound. Like, there's just so much they need to do with that.
Right, they
Definitely.
could really
Like,
milk
the
this.
potential is
Yeah.
there. They just need to mold it. And they can crank out. Like,
Mhm.
they can make. Like, if Studio Series could pick up the slack, 2021 could be an amazing year for figures. Because we already know Kingdom knocks it out of the park. So if Studio Series can at least kind of maintain that balance like they did in 2019, 2020 21 could be amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When
Definitely
it comes
better.
to Optimus, like I would be fine if they reissued the like the TLK Voyager or whatever. Honestly,
Yeah, well,
like I don't
honestly,
mind that. Like
that one wasn't
he's
that bad.
yeah, he's a slim ass design, so you're gonna have to have somewhat of a backpack, and it didn't even bother me that much. You know, I mean, he still kept like a relatively slim design, so I'd be fine with if
Mhm.
they repainted that. Don't give us
Mm-hmm.
an orange sword, please, or a blue shield.
Yeah, I'm also
Yeah.
very curious to see how they'll deal with Age of Extinction / TLK Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, Chris Raptor said that the last night made lost Paramount money. Yeah, that's true, but like, so the figs are
it
gonna
did
be
lose
like,
money. Yeah,
yeah, so the figs are still gonna be like, they're gonna do really good. Like, you're gonna get like the last night, like Nemesis Prime Optimus or a Bumblebee. Like you just to not just to say you have one, even then, it's depending on how they make it. But if they do a really good job, then people will be more inclined to get it and shit like that.
One thing I
So,
will say about TLK though, the toy line was actually pretty solid.
yeah.
mhm.
Like
Except
I
for that
thought
first
I
little
honestly
primary
like
Optimus,
TLK.
I didn't all.
like
I
Age
like
of
them all. To be
Things
Extinction.
honest,
I didn't like the Age of Extinction line. I thought them like were
it,
pretty weird, but
Age of Extinction
TLK,
was such ass.
yeah, like
Mhm.
I thought I kind of like Crosshairs. Scorn was a cool
Crosshairs,
figure. Deluxe Scorn I actually
Mhm.
really liked. Hound looks interesting, but he doesn't really look too good. That's really about
yeah.
it.
Mhm.
TLK Hound is way better. The only thing the AOE one had over it was it had the minigun and everything. The TLK one only had like the
Yeah.
pistol type things. And then
And
yeah,
Drip,
like the
goddamn
like
repaint.
TLK crosshairs was the same as AOE crosshairs, but it had like it had like better paint like on the trench coat and areas and
I think it
stuff.
was like a bit of a remold, like the back kind of folds up a little better, which I think is pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But what do you call it? I just think, they have the potential to do it. They just need to do it, and they can make Studio
They got
Series
to execute
fire.
it. Yeah.
Because I feel like
I
Siege,
mean, you've seen them make good shit, so they can make it. They just gotta put effort into it.
Exactly.
exactly. Like
They be getting
Siege,
lazy for no reason.
right? Yeah, like Siege was an amazing line. Siege was a great line. I think Studio Series matched it. You know what I mean? Studio Series and Siege were head to head 2019.
Yeah.
Right. Because man, especially in the best part about Siege was like it had a show come out with it, and the show was pretty alright too. So it really
Oh yeah, it
got you
was
into
pretty
like, oh
good. Yeah.
man, the show was dope. I want the
Yeah.
toys too. You know what I'm saying? Because that was my mentality. Because after I saw the show, I was like, I gotta get the toys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
So
wasn't
they
even into the toys really at all until I watched the show. Now I want them.
right.
Yeah, that's a
So
cool
I hope they
aspect,
just
I
keep
think, to it.
pulling that up. Like you know what I'm saying? Just have toys. The show come out and really hype up the toys. Continue giving us really good shows. Because what was the last one? It was what was the last one? The last show that we got that was like it was advertising the toy
Cyberverse.
line.
I think it was Cyberverse. Was the
Yeah.
last
No, not
show.
even sorry. It was before that. It was like a web series or whatever. On
Oh,
Mishima
Power
or
of the
whatever. It had terrible
Primes, Prime
animation and shit.
Wars,
Oh,
Prime
okay. I know
Yes,
what
Wars.
you're
Prime
talking
Wars.
about. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so just don't do Prime Wars. Give us some actually good shit, and it will
I'm
actually
gonna
come
get
out well.
Roger on a tangent in a second. You
What's
know
that?
No,
what
really.
Kingdom figure we've got to talk about?
What?
Warpath.
Man,
You go first,
Warpath,
Roger.
man.
Yeah, all right.
Honestly,
Look at Warpath.
from the bottom of my heart, I hate that figure. I hate it. I don't like it at all.
I agree. I agree 100%. Everything you say right now. He
Like
like
I
compared
know
to the
it's supposed to look
generations,
like
he looks like a retard.
I know it's supposed to look like the G1, but it pulls it off terribly.
It doesn't even look like the G1 one was actually cool, but he doesn't even look like it. Like the
Yeah,
head,
the
bro.
figure.
What is
This
the
figure
head?
looks
Like
like,
just like random black eyes.
and the
Oh, see,
white
that's
dreads.
the
Like,
one you were ranting on your
what were
story,
you
right?
thinking?
Okay, yeah, I know that. I know that.
Probably
I
one
know
of them. Yeah. Like,
that.
why would you put
That's not
white
the
on
move
the
right
treads?
there. That's not the move. That thing is not the move.
And like the way his chest is, like, didn't the G1 Warpath actually have like a tank nozzle coming off his chest?
Yeah, he was like
Right.
kind of more blocky. This one is just like a
Yeah.
lump. Like this one
This
looks
one
like a
doesn't have a tank
middle-aged,
nozzle. It's like
overweight
just
gym
straight
teacher.
compressed. It's straight compressed. I just like like if the head was better and then actually like like the chest is a bit more accurate, like it honestly would be leaps like the head alone would be just leaps and bounds better. But after seeing
100%.
your
Yeah.
generations one, dude, this thing is nothing. Like, Dude, Cliff Jumper Studios was saying that. He was saying like the Generations one sucks compared to this, and I'm like,
I mean, it's Cliff Jumper Studios. What do you expect? You know.
I'm I'm not even sorry if I'm offending anyone right now by saying that, dude. The man is just something else. Like, there's a difference between having an opinion and just being dumb. And yeah, I think he tries to make people mad. Is the problem? He just tries to make people mad, and so then he gets mad when people attack him and stuff.
Shit, man, if that's your entire brand, you can't get mad at that. Your whole thing
is like Big Hero 6. It does.
He was talking shit on Beast Wars Megs. He was saying like, that the backpack is so terrible and stuff, and people are attacking him. Well, you wonder why. Don't post it. If you don't expect to not get attacked, it's accurate, bro. Honestly, I can't see the chat right now. I know how to, but I have it turned off just because I feel like I'm gonna get mad when I see what people are probably gonna start saying.
Zephyrus Prime said, "Sorry guys, like, hey, you don't need to apologize for your opinion, bro. It was just a
yeah, you're good, bro."
Energon Seeker's here. What's poppin', bro?
Oh, what's up, bro?
Cyclonus looks better. Oh, I didn't like Cyclonus. I feel that, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, Generations Warpath, that thing, man, that's like Kingdom here, Generations is like up here.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know what they were thinking with that. 100%.
How do y'all let the old figures outshine the new ones, man? Come on, y'all supposed to be evolving, not evolving.
The mold is the main thing I look at, and I mean, at least with like characters that are actually like, cool and I care about, it's more the mold. Sometimes I'll get a figure just because it's the character. Maybe it's not a good mold, but I'll still get it just because I can say I have the character, like some iteration of it. But like that thing is just, oh my god! Like I want a Warpath, and I can't bring myself to get that. I have to get the Generations one.
Go for the Generation, to be honest. It's like maybe around $30 bucks. Go for it.
Yeah, that's fine. It's like that's so worth it compared to like the $20 one that's coming, which is just trash.
Honestly, yeah. I should get Warpath to turn into a zombie. Yeah, if Entertainment Earth would give me my goddamn gift card, I would get him. I'd turn him into a fucking Sparkless and shit on him.
Exactly, bro. Just like melt him down. Honestly, melt him down.
I honestly would fuck that thing up.
Even his tank mode doesn't even look that good. Like, how do you mess up both modes? How do you like both modes not look good?
It's not okay.
True that, man.
I like Warpath as a more modern type of tank, over like an old like World War II tank. I don't know why.
Like the old like. That's pretty dope.
They could have made it look cool, but like after seeing that, especially in the DOTM game, seeing Warpath in that is just like you can't contest it. Man's covered in missiles, and like he's a massive like modern style tank where it's like it's just.
I have no idea why Michael Bay never used him. That would have been his only dream right there. Just a man, Warpath is just like boom. Let's just go on the Warpath, man. Let's just blow shit up. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I'm surprised he never used him. I mean,
because blow shit up. I love it.
Blow shit up.
Cyclone that's one thing.
Remember NPM Starscream? Oh, did I cut you off? I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to. That was my bad.
You good.
Wait, NPM Starscream, like which one? Are we talking about the T1 one?
No, NPM. I think it means like the movie one.
Oh yeah, the movie one. Okay. Oh. I like it. Honestly, I love it. I think it's awesome.
I think mold-wise, he looks pretty good. I heard his articulation's a bit wonky though, which it is what it is.
When it comes to MPs, just in general, I just kind of like to have them on display, because like to kind of even trying to mess with them, like make them fight and stuff, kind of like the smaller retail ones. It's clunky. It's hard to do, because they're bigger. It's harder to handle. Definitely. So I just rather kind of have them on as a statue, just kind of standing and looking badass and like posing, taking pictures and stuff. But
right.
Like NPM Optimus, he's just kind of chilling,
Thanks. Warpath's tank turret is inflamed. You can get yo, what do you got? Fucking NPM Starscream's like leader class price, which I think is fucking wild.
I know. Yeah, dude, I saw him at Target like last time I was there, and he was like $90 or $80. Now you're seeing him $50. Like, definitely when my grandma comes back down, I'm going up there. If he's there, I'm getting him.
Definitely, yeah. If they repaint Warpath into Striker, that would be trash, man.
I want to get NPM Ratchet too. To be honest, I like him.
I feel that you can get it.
Even though, I'm not. I never pulled necessarily a, what happened in the. I think was it Baver's chat or
I
whatever.
think it was RY2.
I too. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull one of those because I liked him from the start. Even though like his back is
Yeah,
a little,
I know you
it's
did
a
like
little
from the
weird.
start. Yeah.
Like the only the back is like he's got like the two pieces of like the top of the ambulance that kind of like stick out like that.
That's just weird to me.
The only part I don't like.
Mhm.
Other than that, I love him.
Mhm.
Dude, I just see like the chat thing at the bottom that says it's highlighted red and it says 80, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, thanks for the support, guys. I'll give you that.
Facts.
Shoot, man.
How many viewers you got right
That's
now,
pretty
Roger?
dope.
we got 8 people on right now.
Dang, it's
Hey,
better than the
yo.
IG lives. That's crazy. guys. Yeah, thank you guys. I mean,
You have a
I don't
listening
know people that want to
live
sit here and
stream,
listen to
though.
us talk. Whatever.
Next episode though, it's gonna be a banger. I'm telling you guys.
All
Right
right, yeah,
now.
look out. So it's gonna be next episode is gonna be so fire though.
Don't spill anything. I've only told like a couple people yet, but it's gonna be fire. But yeah, like shit. MPM Ratchet, like I like his alt mode a lot. I will say that. I've always been a fan of like the Humvee. The Hummer. That looks pretty fucking awesome.
The Hummer is so dope.
What is it supposed to be though? Is it's supposed to be like an ambulance, or like a first responder type thing?
I don't know. I got SS Ratchet right here. I'm trying to find like his logos and stuff. I don't know. Maybe that'll tell me something. Even though it probably won't. Oh yeah, I feel like it's kind of both. I don't know. I've never seen an ambulance. It looks like a fucking like tactical like Range Rover or some shit.
How can you fit a person in a Hummer like to be an ambulance? That you need all that equipment.
Maybe it's like a Hummer, like it's an ambulance Hummer, and of course, and so like they go out in the battlefield, they still have to be armored and everything to protect everyone. So I don't know, like something like that maybe.
Right.
It's got to be able to go anywhere, off road, anywhere. So I want to know
says
where he found it.
Baver's Ratchet is supposed to be an airport ambulance, which is actually pretty
Oh,
interesting.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. I would say, where the hell did he find a Hummer like that? Okay, or airport ambulance. That makes sense. Because I mean, you need to crash down.
Fire truck, right? Yeah. One thing I will say, although I don't like Sentinel, I love his alt mode. That fire truck just looks. Boom.
Yeah, the fire truck is clean. I like Sentinel as a whole. It's just, he's too dark. Like I don't like all the black, but his sword is whack, and he should have had a shield. Other than that, whatever.
Oh, the figure, yeah, the figure is kind of darkish, yeah, and his sword,
yeah,
I don't like that sword.
Yeah, I don't like how I guess like that's one of the only ways they could have done it and still keep the detail of like all the numbers and stuff. But honestly, I would almost be willing to sacrifice the numbers to have like a clean kind of sword, but whatever.
And I like that he has like the kind of cape thingies on the back that kind of sweep back like this.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see.
I just realized I'm holding a pair of scissors.
Dude, I've been.
What do you call it? That's one figure I actually kind of want to get just to check out Story Series Sentinel, because I've been seeing him sitting like everywhere.
Same. I've got to get him soon. He's my next Studio Series purchase, definitely. Oh, besides Topspin, if I find Topspin, he comes first. But yeah.
I think I get him and Skipjack.
Hashtag one shall stand needs Topspin.
Hashtag one shall stand need Topspin, man.
Hashtag Candid Productions needs Topspin too.
Facts.
Everybody, man. That's the one. He needs one more.
Like it's wild. I still haven't seen Topspin or Cliff Jumper yet. Like I've seen so many sound waves.
I'm telling you, Derek. Like when I have the money, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna buy you. And I see him again, which I see him everywhere. I'm gonna buy you the RC Sisters for SS. I'm gonna send them to you so you have another Alita 1.
Derek,
see, he loves me.
I got you, Derek.
Derek, it's October, bro. It's October. The new Netflix figures.
Alita 1
drops
out
this
Netflix
month, bro.
Alita drops
Alita 1
this month.
coming out. You gotta check out Walmart.
Yes.
You gotta get her, bro.
Netflix Alita 1, and eventually you're gonna get an SS Alita 1 for me, bro. Like you're gonna be vibing with her. Then you already have the what is it? How Are the Primes one or whatever?
But see y'all see this, right? We're Only
blessing, bro.
episode
With
we
blessing.
talked about my addiction, bro. We're talking about third favorite character, Leader One. You already know I'm the biggest simp for her. You know what I'm saying? I should have just
Dude.
named myself Leader One Simp, but it's all right.
I'm never gonna forget the day that this man, like, I'm looking in my feed and I see a Transformers official post, and it's about Alita 1. It said something about her, and all you see in the comments is just Derek out there, yes sir, all caps and like 100 exclamation points, bro. I was like, oh my god.
That's amazing.
Oh, bro, Raj actually found me in the comments, bro. Even the Leader
It
One's
popped up
voice
for me. It
actor.
popped up highlighted for me, and I saw it. I was like, I knew.
Yeah.
I see Roger's comment. I knew Derek would be here.
Yeah, bro. That was stupid. And yes, bro, Ryan sends me a Leader One post every time he sees them. Everything, like when I wake up in the morning, I get a Leader One post from Ryan, bro. I'll be like, yeah, thank you, bro. Like,
Daily
shit.
dose of
It's crazy. It's crazy because Optimus Prime is my favorite Transformer of all fucking time. But like, I get all the Leader Ones. Fucking love her, dudes. You got a leader for me. You're freaking gay, man. Derek X a leader. Oh fuck no, you weird, bro. You weird. My main mission though is because she doesn't have a lot of figures. I want to collect them all, man. I want to collect them all.
Honestly, bro.
Because that'd be
this
easier.
is a good time to start collecting too, because we did off Siege, so you could probably still find some on clearance, and then we're getting into Kingdom.
You can still get Earthrise easily. Like, they're everywhere still.
Yeah, Wave 2 or Wave 3 still haven't even hit most stores either, so you could probably find those pretty easily.
Shouldn't have any problem finding Ironworks, definitely. It's all you see.
Definitely not Ironworks. Yeah, you could probably get all the Earthrise figures.
It feels like we skipped it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wheeljack and
definitely
Cliffjumper are everywhere, and same with Hoist and Grapple. So those ones are easy too. All of those.
Earthrise is only like 3 waves compared to like Siege, which had like 5 or 6.
Snapdragon's pretty easy to find too.
He's very easy, yeah. Starscream is still isn't the hardest to find.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Starscream. Yeah, Starscream's easy too, actually.
Even Double Dealer and Optimus are starting to show up more and more.
I still need to get an Earthrise. Actually, I don't know if I want an Earthrise Optimus. I need to get the Netflix one. Isn't he dropping this month too, along with the other one?
Yeah, all the figures this
You
month.
already have like a Siege Optimus. What the hell you need Earthrise Optimus for? It's like the same shit. Just
well, Earthrise Optimus is. I feel like he's a better figure.
He's a better figure.
I like the colors on the Netflix one more, and I feel like he's more worth it because I don't care about the trailer really because I don't transform that often, so I just have the figure itself, and then I like the Battle Masters or whatever he comes with. I always call them Battle Masters. I don't know if that's what they are. There's so many of those masters. I would say there's so many of those master names with it. Like you got like Micro Masters. I remember those and Battle Masters.
But like, what do you call it? I feel like Earthrise Prime is better just overall look for Prime. I feel like it's pretty much a mini masterpiece in my eyes. But what do you call it? What I did, which was pretty dumb in hindsight, I had my 35th anniversary Siege Prime with this cell shaded Walmart exclusive look, beautiful. Then we get news of Earthrise Prime. I'm like, oh, I don't need a Siege Prime, so I sold mine. Then I got Earthrise Prime. I ended up missing that one. I'm like, oh well, shit. But luckily, my plug is hit.
They're pretty different. Like I love Siege Prime, honestly.
Siege Prime's great. Yeah, he is. Luckily, my plug is hitting me up with another 35th. So shout out to the boy. But
we all know who he is.
That was a dumb mistake on my part.
Yeah,
that's a Raj.
People are just disrespectful, 100%. That's insane, bro. That people are doing that to him. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, people crazy, man.
Talking about who and everything. How like people trying to hit him up and everything. Yeah, that's just wrong.
Bro, I'm sitting here like, yo, isn't the old boy giving this shit to his friends or some shit like that? He's gonna sit here
bothering me a lot because I want to take this platform, use it, show my gratefulness to my homie. Sent me
exactly. I want to do the same thing. I want to be like, thanks to him and everything. Like, really, try to help him out and get him recognized. But then, people are just gonna constantly harass him about it and everything. It's just wrong.
Right. That's why when I put on my story, hey, I'm getting fixed from a friend of mine. Right. I told him in DMs I was gonna put your name and tag you, but then I realized that when Raj did that, everybody started flooding your shit, and I was like, I don't want to do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just why, bro? Like, ain't nobody know your dumb ass. bro.
And the worst part is that it's people that like barely, like, either never or rarely ever talk to them. That's
It's
the
like,
worst
yo, you
part.
got the, like, yo, can you get me this? It's like, shut up, dude. You've never even talked to him. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. Bro,
we're
come
his
on, bro.
actual friends and everything. So it's wrong.
Crimson
Right.
Raptors. No, basically what happened, one of my friends sent me a figure out of the kindness of his heart. He sent me this here Astro Train and he sent me Earthrise Skylinks. So
Mhm.
what do you call it? I was like on my story, I might post that on my story. I was like, shout out to Energon Spooker, he sent me this, shout out to him. And people are starting to hit him up, asking him to send them figures.
Yeah, people that
Just
aren't
making
good.
themselves look greedy.
We're all close as
Mhm.
fuck with him. We're really good friends. We talk to him all the time. We're there for him. He's there for us, and it's like it goes back and forth. And it's just like it's just kind of thing like us as friends are doing and everything. And then like people are just it blows my mind. It honestly does.
It's super upsetting. It just really goes to show you like the true colors of some people.
Right, because people
100%.
like it's bro. If obviously if it's your friend and you get something from your friend, like for me, like all right, so say Click literally just said, "Hey, Derek, I know you like a little one. I'm gonna hit you up with Studio Series RC Twin Sisters, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, bet." That don't mean go to his DMs and go, "Yo, can you hit me up with something too?" Like, no, we
Yeah, like
friends. So
everyone's gonna just
can I hit you up
assault
with
you with
something?
it.
Like, can I hit you up with something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how friends act. Like, if I don't know
Yeah,
you, I'm not gonna give you shit. Like, my nigga, I don't know you, bro. The fuck? What you thought that shit was, man?
exactly. It's people are just so dumb, really, and just
It's
greedy.
stupid, bro.
It's sad, really is.
Swear, bro. Like
I
for
would
no
like to say
goddamn reason.
to Cyclonus Primus, shut up. But yeah, honestly, it's just disgusting to be honest.
Yeah, shut up, Cyclonus Primus.
See, you go. No, wait. Pause. All right. You gonna call me a little one to get on my ass, and your name's Cyclonus Primus. All right. Fuck off me, bro. Don't ever
Dude, he
come for
sits for
me.
Cyclonus, bro. He
Get
defends the
off me,
Earthrise
bruh.
Cyclonus
Get
with
off me,
literally tooth
bruh.
and nail. He literally like
Swear,
okay,
bro.
he simps for he's over here simping for Elita 1, okay. He admits it, but then you got uh fucking him over here, he's all, oh my god, Cyclonus, he's the new Cyclonus. Like, dude, one time I mentioned, like, I was just like messing with him. I was like, have you heard of the new Earthrise Cyclonus? And just to see what he do, he like freaks. He's like, oh my god, are you serious? Like, oh my god, dude, this is such a good. Like, I'm like, dude, calm down. I'm like, I'm sorry, I got your hopes up and everything, but I'm like, this really just shows you this man is actually simping for her.
Yo.
Dude, like
Poor
they could
man
have
probably.
released Leadfoot. They literally could have released Leadfoot and just like slapped like made him purple and then slapped the name Cyclonus on the box and he would sell for it. I love you, Ryan, but still, I'm sorry.
Yo.
So funny.
That's
You'd be like,
funny.
oh my god, dude, so
That's
accurate. Nah, I love you, Ryan.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I know
dude.
you're gonna attack me over this later, but it's okay.
That's funny as hell, man. Nah, because Alita 1 doesn't even have good figs. She has like repaints and remolds,
Yeah,
which,
honestly,
It's
yeah.
always a RC. Everything. Same with Chromia. It's always a
right,
RC. It seems.
right. So, I mean, for me, like, it's just like, just to have her, and I really want my boy Raj to help me customize because it's like, I
I
want
got you. Yeah.
it to look unique. I want it to look really good. You know what I'm saying? Because, she look kind of bland right now. So I really want to, touch rubber and shit like that. But I can admit when a figure don't look good, Ryan, get on your shit, bro. Get on your shit.
I simp for Optimus. I'll admit that. Any day I will simp for Optimus like a motherfucker. Like I'm bad about it.
Wait, Derek, I
Hell
gotta
yeah.
ask you this, bro. Have you always been an Elita One fan, or did this start when Siege started?
No,
I
he
actually
was
never
a
know.
fan before that. I remember that.
Oh,
Who,
I thought it was
me?
just like a
Before,
Siege
like
joke.
he joined our GC before like I think the Seed trailer even dropped in, or
Right,
maybe
right.
around there. He
Mhm.
was like I remember he was
Wait,
always simping for it. 'Cause him and
oh,
his Power of the Primes one. Oh my god, dude, he was obsessed with that. Like I remember he talking about it all the time. Yeah, it was not
bro,
a Netflix thing. I remember that, but I
y'all
remember
caught
he
me
nutted
on
when he figured out
big
Alita
bro.
One was gonna be in Siege. Though, oh my god, he
Yes,
said,
bro.
"Oh my god, Alita One!" Like, oh,
Yes,
he's
bro.
freaking
Like
out.
y'all
Like
caught me
he
on a
followed
good
her
day. I
with
got my
BA and
Transformers
everything.
Elite notepad with me right here. This Transformers Elite. This is script from my one show, bro, with the Finbots and shit. bro, I've been a fan of her since I saw her episode in G1, bro. Like, bro, like I
Oh,
think it was just the concept of Optimus having a relationship because I was in a relationship at that time, so that's why I fucking liked her. So sadly, my relationship ended. I still like Alita after that. I just kept it with me. But yeah, I like Alita one for a long ass time. Her being in Siege actually excited me because I was like, oh my god, this
Especially having
bitch
her
has
as
been
big of a
gone
part of
since
you guys too.
right. So she probably coming back, and she's probably hopefully Siege makes her more of a major character because I know she's gonna have another big part in Earthrise lineage. So hopefully makes her into a more fan favorite character, so more people can really get into her and shit.
Definitely.
Because I don't like when underrated Transformers like just disappear and then they come back for a little bit and then they just disappear again. You know, I want them to be like, people to just like get into this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because what's another example of a Transformer that just disappears? Probably Blitzwing.
Cyclonus. Dude, Cyclonus literally used like a second of screen time in TFA, and then you saw him in G1. Other than that, like definitively,
Oh,
besides like
true,
IDW, he's been like literally consistently in nothing.
true. Because like you gotta have like, because usually what they do is they wait for like Galvatron to come up, but a lot of TV shows don't even get to Galvatron. They get to like Unicron ish, but that was like Transformers Prime, and then they just like stop there, and they don't
Yeah.
really do Galvatron. But like, yeah, Cyclonus, he really does not. Damn, Cyclonus Scourge, he don't get mustache man. He don't get
Alita
fucking.
1 has 10 times more relevancy than those guys.
It's crazy, bro.
That's facts.
bro.
I wish they
Can we
would
just talk
start
about
focusing on
Crimson Rabbit
underrated
for a second? He just goes, "Let's all agree we be simping for Black Arachnia."
Dude, I respect you. Yes, dude. She's thick, bro. She's thick as
Yes,
hell.
she is. He goes, G1
Oh
Optimus had Alita
man,
1 in the backseat of his trailer.
bruh.
Bro, TFA Black Arachnia, oh my god, bro. She was thick. Like, honestly.
I'm not even gonna lie. I used to like her as a kid.
Bruh.
I was like, yo.
Prime was
It was weird
trolling,
because I
bro.
was scared
Prime
of her at the
was
same time.
Yeah, exactly. I felt the same way, especially the episode like Along
trolling.
Came a Spider. Like the first episode she was in, that was like because that was the Halloween one and everything. That was scary as hell, bro. Like a big ass spider on like the clock tower or whatever behind Bulkhead and V and everything. And Sorry saw it or whatever. Or no, it was I think it was just B that saw it, not Sorry. It was just B that saw it. And like I'm like, oh my god, she was scary as hell. And then like the way that she got turned into Black Arachnia was terrifying too.
That
Fucking
actually
That was
horrifying,
Alita 1.
bro.
I don't know why I just thought of that. Yeah, she's Alita 1 too. I like that. Yeah, I
Right,
like how she was in TFA too.
right. Shit. Oh yeah, Siege RC. When she came on screen and started moving, I was like, that is the
Dude,
thickest mother
you know what?
I've ever seen. Yeah, she had
Wait,
all of that ass. I'm like,
wait,
yo,
I
had
still
so much
haven't
ass.
seen that at all. I need someone to send me a screenshot, bro. I have not seen that.
Dude,
bro,
like when her
she's
and B were heading to the Sound Blaster, like when they're walking, like first
right.
entering the black market, and she was walking, bro. She has so much ass just sitting out there, bro.
So
Like
much
B
ass
should have went in for the
no
kill.
reason.
B should have went in for the
Right.
kill. I can't believe we're talking about this, but B should have went in for the kill.
I swear, like as soon as she came out, I was like, holy fuck, she got an ass. Like they really put some time into her ass, bro. Like
Bro,
you
I
know,
when
got
it
because
comes
two
to
people in the
one,
comments.
Alita 1 has
but
the
she
best
has
design out of the 3 main fembots in Siege easily.
Oh,
Like,
definitely,
honestly.
yeah.
I love
Yeah,
the way
true,
her
true.
head is in Siege and everything. Like, she just looks so good.
Man, right. Fucking love that shit, bro. See, man, okay. So since we're on topic of Siege, I think that as you and me and you already discussed, Clay, the biggest problem with Siege is it just was not long enough. It
Yeah, it
needed
was
like
rushed.
Definitely.
Yeah.
6 more episodes.
Biggest
Like, it
problem with
really
it was
needed
too.
Mhm.
And the VAs, like even the VAs, you can look past those at an extent, but you can't look over the fact that it was just really rushed, and that's it. That's why I want to help you with escalation and everything a lot, because that just needs to happen. It really does.
I
Facts,
feel like
bro.
the show was like a bit too fast and too slow at the same time. You know what I mean? I feel like some
Yeah,
parts are rushed, but I feel like some parts dragged.
It eludes the things that need really expanding upon that, like, make you feel for certain characters more. And like, but then at the same time, certain times it's like really slow at times. It's like, what? It's like, okay, dragging on a bit. Like there's so much
Yeah.
walking. Notice, like as Transformers, you think they'd want to use their alt modes a bit more, but like they're just there's so much walking and talking. a lot. It's like,
You know what's funny? So I saw a comment. Someone said there was more transforming in the Earthrise trailer than there was in the entire season 1 of Siege, and that's actually true.
Bro,
the main thing that
it's
Actually
transformed
saw
was the Seekers.
transformations.
The Seekers
because
transformed
like
the most. Other than that, nothing.
I don't even remember Optimus Prime transforming. It's fucking Optimus Prime. He
Oh,
always
never
got
mind. Optimus transformed at the beginning when he first like made his debut appearance
when he
against
first came
Megatron.
in.
Yeah, he came in as this truck, and that's literally probably like basically it. That, and I think maybe
Yes.
he transformed when they like they ambushed, like, remember Impactor's squad or whatever.
Yeah, when
Like,
they
I don't
got
know if they got ambushed.
transformed in
Yeah, I think that's it.
twice.
But other than that, like, Optimus didn't really
Twice
do
this
it.
season. Yeah, like come on now.
It was
Come
mainly
on
the
now.
Seekers, literally.
Optimus Prime
That's
transformed
definitely
more
a
in
big hit for me.
the first 5 TFP episodes, man. Which is
Jetfire
crazy.
transformed probably the most out of any of the Transformers in that show. Like, honestly, he really did though.
Mhm.
Like, he transformed so much.
Man, Transformers. When I rewatched Transformers Prime to see if it was still as good. Holy fucking shit,
Dude,
bro!
I've rewatched it. I've went through that show probably about 25 times, like every episode.
Damn.
It still never
Hell
ceases to amaze me how good it is.
Like that's like once in every it's crazy how we had 2 Transformers shows really good back to back. TFA
Fact.
Transformers like really good, set the bar really high. Like
If you're like
TFA
me
said,
and you know like literally everything about the backstory too before like WFC and FOC, bro, it makes it so much better too. Like Roger knows a lot about it for me just ranting to him too.
right, bro.
Bro,
Like what?
I'd be driving in the car. I have Cligga on the phone telling me I get my mind blown every red light. Like, holy crap. Like,
Yeah.
once you really look into the backstory, it's like, it makes things 10 times better.
It even makes RID 2015 way better too. Like I love Red 2015. Like I people hate on it too much, especially because people like think there's like a lot more wrong with it than there really is. Especially like the first season, like the first half of the first season is pretty rough. I'll admit that. But like people think there's so much wrong with it, and really, if you know a lot more about the backstory and everything, and like the filler stuff, even with like rescue bots and all that, like all that kind of stuff, it's so much better.
With Red
Like I can educate
2015, with Red 2015, I really started getting into the show once Optimus and Windblade joined the main cast. Because once that happened, the show started picking up like really fast, and it started getting like really cool. All the villains started getting really, more interesting. The only problem I had was more so like the mini cons and the combiner little thing. I didn't really finish that season yet, but some of the gimmicks I wasn't a fan of, but like all that stuff up to that point, like it didn't really like. I actually was entertained by it. Whereas in the first season of Red, because people like probably watched the first season and then or like half of it and just like and it fell off. But
once I watched like the first few episodes and they stopped,
Right. So once you get past those, it really just starts picking up. It's really cool. Like, goodness gracious, man. And the animation don't even bother you like that anymore. Like you'll just be sitting there like, okay, and the new designs don't even bother you like that. It's just really cool.
My biggest problem with it is that we didn't get a good group shot of everyone reuniting from TFP. Like Wheeljack, Ultra Magnus, Smokescreen, RC, they never showed back up. And I wish they all were together again. That's my biggest problem with it, is that they didn't actually, you didn't see them all together again.
Right. Because this is a sequel show, man. So what the fuck, bro? Yeah. Come on now.
Like, especially like the ending scene on Cybertron would have been enough, like when they're like looking out to the stars, if you had them all kind of just in a circle together, that'd been perfect. Because I loved how we saw Bulkhead and Ratchet and all that, and Optimus obviously and B, but they could have done more with that.
True that, man. True that. I really would have liked to see them like go meet up with Raph, Jack, and Miko again to see what the fuck they're up to now. Because like
that would be cool.
I'm old. I want to see how much they've grown to. You know what I'm saying? When Bumblebee mentioned them once when he got sent to the Shadow Zone, and that like made me freak the fuck out. I was like, oh my god, he mentioned Raph, Jack, and Miko. Oh my god. But like, I really want to see them again, just one more time.
I love it when they went back to the old base. That was awesome too.
Yes, man. Goodness gracious. See, it has a lot of good episodes, man.
I loved it when I just love the idea of it when with B like really kind of stepping up and even with all the self-doubt, like how it's one of my favorite things about season 1 is all of the like the self-doubt he showed with him trying to like be Optimus and not be his own thing and everything, and then Optimus like training for it to become like to fight Megatronus and everything. and how he kept
Right.
like when he could he'd tell B be your own thing, and finally B realized that towards the end and everything like of the first season and shit. I just really
Mhm.
liked how that worked out.
One of my favorite aspects was when Optimus Prime became one of the core members, and B had to like realize his place because he was like, "Yo, am I still the leader? Are you the leader? Like, I don't even I'm frustrated at this point." And then Optimus Prime got to
Mhm.
like tell him like, "Yo, man, just chill out. I'm not here to usurp you. I'm just here to help
Yeah.
out, do the best thing you can." See it. That stuff
Yeah,
was
he
like
told him not.
epic.
I'll join you, but not as your leader, but as your equal, and I like that a lot.
Exactly, man. That shit was good. Yo, when
Mhm.
Soundwave came back,
That was
oh, he
awesome. I
came.
like how he looked just like he did before, and I like how like Soundwave is one of the overarching villains throughout it because then he got like his upgraded body later on and everything. I like Starscream. Starscream is fucking amazing, bro. Oh my god,
Bro, so he came back with it, bro. That was
the
pretty
Dark
dope.
Star Saber.
I didn't like how they said that the Predacons like all just died because he found a room and just switched out. I thought it was kind of stupid because it was like, come
Yeah,
on, man.
I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, like, fucking dope, dope as hell.
I
Mm-hmm.
like how they almost like could have pulled almost like an Avengers Endgame with how like the Avengers just pulled up on Thanos out of nowhere, considering like that's what Starscream wanted to do. He literally wanted to just go pull up on Megatron with whatever he was doing and just go and like murder him. Like, could you
Swear,
imagine
bro.
Megatron just
Megatron
sitting in like a
vibing.
foreign planet, just vibing, maybe like drinking some like Energon or like something like that. Next thing you know, Star Saber, just like a swipe of its energy, just goes through his house and demolishes it, and then he just gets murdered.
Bro, I'm saying, man, like I was saying, like, yo, how you gonna bother my boy like that, bro? And even
Yeah.
Soundwave was like trying to contact Megatron and shit. I'm like, yo, Megatron is vibing out there, bro. He
Bro, he
enjoying
doesn't
his
know.
life.
He didn't know, bro. It's like, Megatron just, he's relaxing. Could you imagine, like, Soundwave tried to call him and Megatron just hung up the phone or something like that? Like, that'd been amazing.
He said, "Fuck no, bro. I'm out. I'm
Did
out,
they ever
bro."
like
I
go
think
over
he
what
missed my
happened to
development in
Megatron
that
after
last movie.
Predacons Rising?
No, they didn't. It's just
Oh,
kind of assumed that he's just out there kind of vibing at this point.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
fuck.
Yeah, he's chilling.
He just kind of dipped. Like he was like, "Yo, which I love that scene because it was like the entire arc was him just wanting to impress people, and then when he finally found out what oppression was and how it made him feel, he was like, "Nah, bro, I'm out." And just dipped. He was
Yeah,
like,
he
"Nah,
got
bro."
he got like, probably the worst oppression you could possibly get by Unicron because I can't imagine how bad that hurt. Like literally watching your own body move around and do stuff, and you can't control it, and then you say anything, like he's talking to you behind you the entire time, and just like hurting you and everything. I just can't imagine how much
Mhm.
torment that probably hit him with. And it's probably almost like enough to equal up to about a lot of things he's done in the past. Just a few hours
Right.
with Unicron being able to do whatever he wants to you, I can't imagine that.
Oh
That's
hell no,
crazy.
bro. I would rather die.
Facts.
Mm-mm-mm.
Look at Raj over
But
here. He's just vibing.
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
I
man,
don't watch, I
he
didn't
really
watch
should,
RID.
bro.
I'm just here.
Shoot, he should. The only show TF show I'm not like into at all is probably Cyberverse. I know a lot of people
I
say
was
they
gonna
pick
say
back
that.
up. It's really good now, but it's like I mean, you gotta really give me, you gotta really hook me in. You gotta really hook me in because they had like a multiverse type shit, and I'm like, if you want to do the multiverse, then why don't you like go ahead and like have like TFA Soundwave, fucking Prime Soundwave, G1 Soundwave, Bayverse Soundwave.
Right.
Have that all
Yeah.
together. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to do the multiverse, have different versions, do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah.
whatever.
The only thing, like, it drags on a lot. I like how it's really accessible because it's literally like all uploaded. Every episode is uploaded on YouTube. Like, I like that. That's cool. It really picked up in season 2, but mostly season 3. Season 3 was actually like decent, I guess. I like how the only thing I really liked about season B annoyed me so much in season 1. The only thing I really liked about season 1 at all was how it showed us a lot of pre-war stuff. How like they're just vibing these like normal citizens and everything, but then
Mm-hmm.
also the anticipation and everything and like the mystery of actually like finding the arc because like there's so many times where it like blue balls you because like you think you're gonna find the arc and then it's just not there or like it's just a piece of it and then finally they actually find it and like it's like last second they emerge from their stasis pods and everything and then that's it like I like how that stuff went down but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But it's not
So,
like it's not my I'd really like to watch. There's just way much better stuff out there.
Definitely.
like Rescue Bots, something. It's crazy how I actually sat down to watch an episode of Rescue Bots. This shit is dope.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. I love
Bro,
Rescue Bots. I actually
that
do.
was actually not a bad show.
I
this
like it.
awesome
Even
thing.
you think can be awful. It's like what's weird is Cyberverse is darker, but but it feels more kiddie at the same time. But like Rescue Bots is just so good. Like I love it. Honestly, like I don't know.
Right.
It does its job. It doesn't go overkill with it. It knows
Right.
what it is, and it doesn't try to be something else, and that's why I
The
like it.
fact the theme song buzz, bro. The theme song
Dude, it did.
slap.
It buzzed. It's on like par with like kind of. It's almost on par with like TFA, bro. It buzzed.
Bro, like this shit, it's so catchy and shit. Like I'm like, what the fuck? They really
And I
went
like how
hard
it's
on
a
this show,
sequel to
bro.
TFP too, or actually, it's happening at the same time as TFP and RID. I liked how that did
Yeah, that was pretty dope show. Pretty
because
dope
they all
show.
made cameos in it.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't Optimus get like a beast?
Yeah,
He turned
that
to like
was a weird episode later on where like he like turned into a fucking dinosaur. Optimus is like trying to teach him, I think, how to like become triple changers, and I forgot like the context of it because I haven't really watched like the later seasons, which I need to do. But it's like they turn into like dinosaurs and shit, and Optimus turns into like a crazy dinosaur. They have to like take him down to be able to like make him to where he has control of it. And then I think he just like decides not to transform into it anymore, and that's why TFP didn't. But like, here's a cool parallel, and I told this to Roger. Imagine in Beast Hunters, instead of like him turning into like that truck he did, or like maybe he was a triple changer, he turned into the truck, but then he like his other alt mode, since it's Beast Hunters, he turns into that damn dinosaur from Rescue Bots. That'd been so cool.
bro. That would have been dope. And that would actually, that actually would have tied into the show a lot better
Exactly.
too. So he just like, turns into a fucking T-Rex and starts beating the fuck out of Predaking.
Dude, yeah, like a
Just
fucking
start-
T-Rex versus fucking Predaking. Oh my god, dude.
Bro, that
That's an
was dope.
opportunity right there. I feel like they didn't even like ever like think about that, but I wish they did.
Right? Because even then, like TFP, it's crazy because how TFP was so good, and even that got canceled as well. Like they were supposed to have like a lot more of this shit, and they never really
Mhm.
planned for this shit to get canceled. They planned to like continue going to like season 8 or some
That
shit.
show is so fucking expensive to make. Was like why they canceled that. Like
True. But
they
hell,
had such a
man.
big budget like for every episode, but like especially like in the later seasons, they started like or at least in like season 3, apparently like it costed so fucking much to make one episode. It got bad.
Damn, man.
Not to
Damn.
mention all the VAs they had, like Peter Cullen and Frank Welker, like alone, are insanely like
Mhm.
priced, and like the other ones they had, like it's crazy.
True.
Like each
Fuck.
episode costed like $1 million or like something like that to make. Like it's
Right,
Yeah, I
insane.
think I think I heard someone say like I think
Yeah.
reading each budget was like $1 million for every episode. It's crazy.
And I was thinking, like,
Yeah.
God.
And I think a
Damn.
lot of the times they actually went over budget, which is still made a shit ton of money off of it, like with the merchandise and all that. But like, yeah, I think almost like a lot of the episodes actually went over budget, is what's crazy. But it's still fucking god tier.
There you go. I'm glad they were able to pump out 3 seasons of
Fact.
the movie with that, because like, holy fucking shit, that's the good shit, man. Like, the ending of Transformers Prime actually makes you cry, bro.
It
Seeing
does. It
Optimus
does.
go into the well, and then like the music swells up, and everybody's just looking at you, hearing Peter Cullen like do his Optimus Prime speech, and it says another transformation, bro. I'll tell you,
And
it
then
makes me
when
feel
the
like
shower of sparks come up, and the one spark that lingers is the red and blue one, bro. That's just like, oh my god.
yes, bro. God damn, my boy Optimus Prime, bro. God damn. I think that's the best way for Optimus Prime to go out. It's probably
Yeah.
like definitely
And I like
like
how he didn't even technically die too, like how like which was shown in Rid. Like he was just basically taken to the realm of the primes where they kind of do whatever with them. You just kind of with them, and then they were able, because he didn't technically die, they were able to send him back and everything at a point. So I like how that went out.
right. I also liked how when they did send him back, he wasn't just like overpowered badass. He actually was like slower and like he still
Yeah,
was
because he
weak
didn't have his
because
jetpack and everything. Like he was basically reverted, like in a way, back to his old, like original like TFP body in a way, or like no, it didn't look like it, but it was basically like that kind of like strength level and stuff. So,
Mhm.
and I
right.
like the way he had to train and everything to fight Megatronus, and seeing him like actually have self doubt and everything, like when he was like trying to save the civilians and stuff while he's training and just stuff like that. It was just amazing.
Right, man. That was some of the dopest episodes, man. Damn.
Seeing Optimus just training and like like stuff like that, seeing him like at a weaker point and everything, and having it's just great. I don't know, I love it.
True, man. I agree with you 100%. We need something like that back again. We need because I think the beauty of the aligned continuity is like you know supposed to be aligned continuity, right? So everything's supposed to just like flowing together. So you're able to play War for Cybertron, watch all the way up to the end of Rescue Bots Academy or whatever. So I think, well, there are some issues in between here and there because some stuff happens
It's
in that and
Hasbro,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, because writers have different intentions, but I think the beauty of that is the fact that for the first time in like ever, there was a consistent flow of Transformers medium, and
exactly.
there's a definitive origin for them, and it
It
leads
is
all
and
the way
always
up to
will
the
be my favorite continuity, easily.
right. We need more shit like that. We really
That's
do
why I'm
because these
making that
one-off
show
shits,
that's a
because
prequel to TFP and everything like that, or actually a prequel to War for Cybertron, just to show a lot of that and tie things together better and all that. And it's not even going to end necessarily like it's a part of it's going to end like right as like right where WFC picks up, but then there's going to be scenes kind of later on with the Exodus, like after like what exactly happened to the Ark after it went through the portal and the Nemesis and how they ended up on Earth exactly and just stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. All right, that works. Yeah, that definitely works. And then you should also do like something like in between there, so you can show how the Autobots, because Prime picks up like a little bit after, like a while after that. So you should probably do something like in
Yeah,
between there. You know what I'm saying? Like, show how
they
they
spent a
adapt and shit.
long time running from the Nemesis before they actually like reached Earth and everything. Apparently, or actually, I know they did.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Ark was heavily damaged and they took everything they had to actually keep it running, while the Nemesis is 10 times stronger because the Nemesis was Trypticon. It's just a lot more durable. It's an actual warship. The Ark was just a little cargo freighter, basically. So they got pursued relentlessly for the longest time before finally the Ark was basically destroyed. The Autobots had to ditch everywhere. And so Prime and a small team, they got to Earth because of the energon that was stored there and everything. And then others were just kind of scattered.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Nemesis obviously went to Earth too.
Mm-hmm. Right. See, Clicking knows all, man. Clicking knows all.
Oh, dude, you have no idea, dude. Roger knows.
Mm-hmm. Cligga knows all, man.
That's really dope,
Grant. That's
man.
why they
That's
call me
really
Grand
dope.
Cligga.
The Grand Clicker. That's dope, man. You got it. But man, I'm always open to hear some new information. For real, for real. Like I'm always open
But
to it.
one day, just take like an hour or two, just sit down with Cligga and let him tell you everything, bro. It opens your mind.
All right. I
Yeah,
got you.
I have to do it to Rod Jeep eventually too. His brother, like
Yeah.
Roger's brother.
Yeah, all right.
Yo, his
Yeah,
All right.
birthday today is crazy. He's 18 now. I can't believe it.
and you're 20.
Yeah.
Damn,
Dang, see,
Crazy shit.
old ass motherfuckers. Look
that
at
means he's legal.
it.
Even though I'm not technically, but whatever.
Bro. True. Shit,
He goes
man.
true.
True.
I love Derek so much, bro.
I love y'all too, man. Like this is amazing, bro. Like I love this. I love this more than life itself. I would love to do this. I would love to do
This is
this.
the
Like
first
this.
episode has been just amazing, bro. I'm so excited for the next one though, bro. Like when are we doing that, Roger? Next week?
I gotta figure out a good time with our guest, so we might make a group chat with him, and we'll figure that out.
Okay.
All right.
I was gonna say, dude, that the next episode is gonna be so crazy though.
I'm really hoping we can drop it next week though. So we got to correlate with him pretty much because he's a busy dude.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of glad we kind of glossed over it, but didn't necessarily like really talk about Siege and Earthrise because that's focused later. But
Yeah, honestly, I'm
Mhm.
gonna go back and watch Siege again before we do that episode.
I want to as well. Yeah, I definitely need to. Might do it tomorrow.
Bro,
Yeah, we need to
Energon
talk
Seeker
about
said the
thick art.
apes, he found his destiny. The
The
bonobo
what?
apes. Adonis found his destiny, bro. Remember last night?
Bro, he like see, we didn't know he was gonna find his destiny, but he did.
See, I told you. You think I'm a
Found
joke,
his
Bro.
bro?
What in the hell?
No,
What y'all
it's
been
not that
doing?
you're a joke. It's that your professor's a joke. No, that man, he is here to spread God's word.
Bro, I'm gonna be so sad when that class ends, dude. I'm serious.
Yeah, that's sad, bro. That's like one of the that's like it's not even a class. That's literally just life. Like you just need that in your life. Everyone needs to have that class, or that's like a meditation session in a way, you know.
Like that's a class I could say I genuinely like, which I've never been able to say that before.
Yeah,
It's just
I
good,
love
bro.
just sitting there listening to you, like while you're in class, listening to you, like listen to that man talk. I just love it. As we
We
play
gotta get
Among Us,
we gotta get Derek in on this one day.
dude, we do though. Dude, his philosophy
Wait,
teacher
you
is
listen to
fucking
that
like this
class?
man is like I swear to God, he's a messiah.
What the fuck?
We had Adonis like dying yesterday because like we were spreading some of the philosophy on him.
And the thing is, what we were saying is true though, right? Like it makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know. Like you said,
Exactly.
if I were to take Barricade right now and drop him, you know, like just let him go. How do we know he'd fall? Like, you don't know. It's just based on
How do you
like
exactly,
past and
Derek? Like
previous experiences and things that you don't know. Like that you're just assuming. Everything is an assumption until it actually happens.
you can't see into the future. You can't see that we're gonna drop this and it's gonna fall. You know what I mean?
He could drop those scissors and can go straight up. You just don't know.
But we don't know yet. But we have to do it to find out. See what I'm saying?
Dude, Derek's dying. You just look at him. He just had a stroke.
I want to disappear in the comments, bro. What? So nah, cause I'm sitting here like, how do you know it's gonna fall? I'm like, because gravity. It's like, how do you know it's not gonna
See,
straight up? And I'm like, what
that's
the
based off
fuck?
of a past and like just like something that's happened before. It's a past experience or something that's just been recorded. That could change though in an instant. You don't know. Like gravity could suddenly just turn off. You never know.
Tut, tut, tut. If gravity turns off, we're fucked, bro. Because
Exactly.
I'm
See, we don't know. We might actually you don't know. Maybe if gravity turns off, we might not be fucked. Maybe
Yeah.
like we'll just start flying. I mean, you don't know. Look at
taking on my glasses. I'm taking on my glasses. The glasses are off.
Oh, the glasses
Just
are
glasses
off,
are
man.
off, dude. He is.
Just for this. Just like I put my face in my hands and think about what the fuck just said was just said. Because yo,
You
what?
really don't. It's okay. It's okay, Derek. We'll stop for now. We'll stop. We won't mess with you anymore.
Oh wait, no.
Yo, Derek, bro, how was work today, bro?
I need to understand. I need to understand. See, because this isn't philosophy. This is like theories or some shit. So like,
You see? You see?
You don't know though. You don't know. It might be a theory. It might be philosophy.
yo, I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh my goodness, bro. They just no.
Derek, bro, you need to
just
find
know,
your
bro.
destiny,
Just
bro.
don't
Only
know.
but
You
the
just never know.
only the bonobo apes can show you the way.
I guess to try. So how do I know if I stab myself, I'll actually die?
Exactly, we don't
Until
know.
I actually try it. What the? Oh goodness.
Yeah, you just don't
Oh
know.
Lord have
Bro.
mercy. It just
It's like Optimus Prime says, Roger, take your glasses off too, alright? I can't see. So I don't take my
right.
glasses
That's why
off.
I brought back on because it got blurred.
It's
He got
really
blurred
static.
real.
Let him go.
We gotta go, man.
Rajesh.
Rajesh. My mic too close to my mouth.
Dude, we're pulling up on 2 hours right now. Jesus.
Holy shit.
Hell yeah, man. You time flies when you're having fun, bro.
Facts.
Time flies.
I noticed
man.
earlier when it hit the 1 hour mark, I was like, I'm not ready for it to be over.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, yo, man. We're still going strong. I just feel bad if people try to watch
Right.
this, could be like, oh shit, that's a whole movie length, man.
It's a whole ass movie, bro.
Shoot, that's Transformers '07 right there, bro. That's
Well,
the
see,
whole
we
one.
ranted about a lot of other things. This is just like the pilot. So from now on, we can structure it better and actually have like certain points to talk about and limit it to like a time and everything. So it'll be a lot.
I feel like we could do that too, but it's also cool when we, just fuck around.
I like
talk and
just
shit,
going
too.
off and everything. It just I hope it doesn't deter people from actually watching it and everything.
I get that, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, what's up, Energon Seeker? He's spamming my name in the chat. That's not even my name for all the other 5 people in the chat. I don't gotta take a shower. All right, good night, Cyclonus. Good luck at work tomorrow. Thank you for hopping on.
Think about Cyclonus in your sleep and how Alita 1 is better.
I wouldn't doubt that at all. Bro, this whole live stream, this one part of my hair has just been standing up, and it's really bothering me. Like, I try to put it away, it just keeps popping up.
I mean, you always have a glass of water by you, just dump it on your head.
I don't have my water with me. That's the thing. I've been slacking today.
Honestly, I haven't heard like the glass yet. It's weird. Dude,
Yeah.
I literally went through 2 bottles of water. That's all I do is just drink water when I'm talking.
I love water. I should have had a bottle of water with me. That was.
I've caught myself twice
good
during the
cunt.
stream because I'm out of water now because I already had 2 bottles beside me just ready. But now I've noticed I've been like picking up my bottle and I like go to drink and nothing comes out, bro. Let me go get more later.
Shit.
Shoot.
I still
Y'all
can't
got
believe the
anything
amount
going
of
on
support
tomorrow?
this has already got, though. I mean, 80 comments says that's what my thing still
That's
says.
wild, yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
this is on
Well,
a pilot episode.
shout out to everyone watching. Shout out to you guys. Love you all.
Everyone
Yeah,
that supported this, like, you're actually insane, though. Like, you guys are
definitely.
amazing.
People, we still got 7 viewers now. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, this literally, like, for me right now, it's 12:36. You, it's almost 2 a.m. Like,
Yeah, 136 over here. Wait, Derek, what time zone are you in?
Oh, shoot.
What time is it for you now?
Yeah, it's 1:36 right now.
Okay, so we're on. All right, because it's easier to coordinate like that. That's cool. Okay.
Mm.
We gotta figure out what time zone Mike is in.
who knows, honestly? Seems like all you guys are up. Like, it seems like everyone besides like me and Adonis and Ryan, like, are all like everyone is up there in Eastern.
Shit, man.
Yeah, Adonis is on the same as you. He's an hour behind me.
He's the same as me. I thought he was on your time.
Straight
no,
to
he's an hour
sleep.
behind. So I think same with Ryan too.
Yeah, I know Ryan's about my time. Yeah, but so I think we ran out of things to talk about.
No, man, because
think of
now I'm
some-
getting tired. I just like when I realized the time, I was like, my body was like, Derek, you just been to work, and then everything just shut down. I'm like, yo, now as soon as I get off the time, I'm just gonna collapse in bed.
Yeah, I'm
Goodness
honestly
gracious.
tired.
I was gonna
Yes,
say,
bro.
like, if anything, just it's already went on. We're about to hit 2 hours anyway. I mean, just end it and just let people know and like get it uploaded, like deal with it, and then let everyone know about it. Try to like get the word out, and then hopefully by the next one have a bigger audience. Which this is already insane, but hopefully more people tune in so like they can actually enjoy what we're gonna show them and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Right,
include a post in my post and shit. I'm gonna put a screenshot of it. Be like, yo guys, hop in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Sounds good.
that was dope. First episode was fire.
Facts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for all the support and everything. That's just
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it so much.
It was kind of an idea, I think, in a call one time for us to do this and everything. We're just like, why don't we just start a podcast? Because we sit there and rant to each other in calls all the time. So like, why not do it so everyone else can see? So it's crazy. It's actually getting this much support.
Right,
Oh,
right,
appreciate you
right.
guys. You guys are gonna love the next episode.
Yeah, the
Believe
next
me,
one you can't miss the next one. Like
it'll
actually,
be fire,
you really
bro.
can't.
So
We'll let you guys know what
dope.
it is because we to
Yeah,
find out like
definitely
what.
beforehand.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a cool reveal and everything.
Mm.
make sure to
But yeah,
follow up
sounds.
boys, in here and
Yeah, I put all your ats in the description, so when I post it, y'all gonna have the contact there and stuff. So that'll be cool.
Right,
So
yo.
sounds good.
sounds
Good
good.
night, boys. I'm about to
All
actually go
right,
to bed
good
too.
night,
So
guys. Thank you
all
for
right, see
watching
y'all.
the
Love
first
you
episode
guys.
of Talk with the
Thank you.
Boys.
You know the
Yes,
vibes.
sir.
All
Talking
right,
with the
peace out. All
Actual
right, have a good night,
vibes.
everybody.
boys.
Peace out.